Live. We are back once more with another episode of Lost Legends. We're going to start in our usual manner of introduction. First up, we have Verdazin as.
Nella.
We have Cross Crescent as.
Iala.
No Blackheart this week. He's doing some weird online virtual reality convention. But we do have Sammi as.
Mavis, Jemma, Maltori.
Tobias.
Cassian.
Markus as. Markus
Melaka.
as. Yeah, there we go. And you have me, Yuli, as your friendly DM. Up on this week's recap is Sammi.
Okay, last time on Lost Legends, the party decided to go to the Mirrors Temple because Nim had suggested it as a opportunity for getting some non-magical disguises and also to pay tribute to Rick Beale because Rick Beale is a Mirrors angel. The party solved the puzzle to get inside the building and met the priestess within. There they found out about various different classes and events that happen at the Mirrors Temple, including late night classes for more nefarious things, and that the next day, not the day that we were on that day, it was Oral Day, or not Oral Day, it was the day before Mirrors Day. But we found out that on Mirrors Day that there was a huge series of different classes and events and things like that, which sound very beneficial and fun. They had oration in the early morning, and they had some music stuff later in the day, and it was an opportunity, if Melaka wanted to pursue it, to meet some people who like to do dancing and stuff like that in the afternoon. After doing that, the party moved off going to the Temple of Morgani. There was a lot of negotiations with the priestess to try and get full access to the library for various people's different research, and it was a little bit of a conflict as there was stuff of doing with the future information involved and the very rare books. In the end, the group gave a book of agriculture. The group gave Yalia the book of agriculture so she could give it to the priestess. The priestess, I believe, was named Priestess Brianna. She was a kobold.
Mm-hmm.
They very much fawned over the book and then arranged to have a bunch of the scroll work and books that people were interested in pulled into a private reading room for the next day. And the party that was inside was told that they had access and stuff like that under, the guidance of Brianna. The group then gathered back up outside, gather everybody who hadn't been inside, went back to the Bahamut Temple, where they made decisions of what they were doing for the night. Maltori decided to run a brief class for people who wanted to stay there as he was trying to train Nim a little bit and also do some magic stuff. And then the rest of the group went back to the Mirrors Temple, where they learned how to hide objects in baked food and various things like that, and got to meet a really interesting teacher. I will point out, neither of the people that we have met at the Mirrors Church did we get their name.
No.
And that's cool.
How
And that's
fitting.
that's very Mirrors. They had a lovely night baking bread and found out that the next night, which would be the Mirrors night, is when they're going to be doing a poison class in the evening. But they had things about bringing different kinds of food dye and things like that. The party rejoined back at the Bahamut Temple. Nim, Arwa, Nami, and Maltori stayed in her ring overnight so they didn't have to get assaulted by the bells. Unfortunately, a lot of other people got assaulted by the bells. The next morning, the group made decisions of what to do, started pressing on the fact that they should be going after Tebin Delara as a priority. Yalia led a group, the majority of the group, basically everybody but Nim, Cassian, and Maltori went with Yalia to the Morgani Temple to go check out the books that they had brought in for research, and also to speak with the priestess about Tebin Delara, because a knowledge-based place would have a lot of connection, most likely, with any scribes in the area. So they went and did that. Meanwhile, Mavis, Cassian in the guise of was it Rowena?
Yes.
That's the name you're using. Yep, Rowena and Nami went and messed with Archbishop Corellius Nethel. Corellius
Corellius
Nethel.
Nefel, correct.
Corellius Nethel, who was busy speaking with various acolytes and stuff like that about the importance of humility and good honest hard work. Cassian and Mavis decided to blend in with the crowd and make a big joke about it, which worked really well until the other party, who were on task and got their job done, messaged with the compuck, making a loud noise for them. The other party got information of Tebin Dalara and that they are across a place in a place called Archbridge, which is where the noble district basically is, and a lot of the relatives of the not king, regent. Yeah, the regent. The group back at the Bahamut Temple found out kind of similar information that we would need help getting into Archbridge to do Tub and Dalara, but the Archbishop said that they could help with that, but that they were going right after the noon bell to go meet with
Morib.
Half-Orcan.
Yeah.
And Moreb Half-Orcan, to discuss the matter of who knows what. And that she would be away from her office for a while and let us know that, because that was an opportunity for us to possibly go sneak in there. I believe that is we were right after that's I think where we ended. I don't think there was anything else after that.
Yep, correct. All right. Very good. Nice recap. Go ahead and take your bonus inspiration. Everybody remember to refresh. And we are going to go through a few little floaty steps immediately. First up, those at the doing study of books. There is a brief knock at the door, and then you hear the sound of it being unlocked, and the priestess actually pops her head in and just goes, "Do any of you know a?" She sort of glances back. A woman, red hair, says she's looking for you. Points at Taryc. And you will see stepping into frame someone who looks awfully lot like Awa, but human. Same kind of features, just different skin tone, is shifted and so on. Who just makes a brief jabbing motion, as if come fight. And with that, Taryc is going to be dragged away for Fight Club. Solving that problem right there.
First rule about Noel Fight Club: you eat the loser.
Yeah. Nim, Awa excused herself early on to go and finish up the arrangement she'd been doing.
We'll have fun out there.
I'm sure Taryc will. Yeah. But with that, you guys are reading. So, Nim.
Yep.
You and Cassian and Maltori. No, wait. Cassian. I've lost track of who's where.
Cassian is with me. They're
Yeah.
under the guise of Rowena, the female centaur.
Yeah. Hang on, I just need to type up who's together. Okay. Right. The Archbishop sort of left you guys, and Maltori sort of glances aside and just goes, "Well, opportunity."
I don't know which is one's more important to do right now. We have a short amount of time to do the one, though. So
Yes, limited window. We should take advantage. And we can tap the other group to do the other tasks once they're, well, now, I suppose. But we could leave them reading, I suppose. Maybe we should all do that together later.
Are you sure we should be doing this infiltration of Moreb's office without them. I'll be honest, Noah's camera would be really useful.
That it would, but also the more people we're trying to infiltrate, the harder it becomes. It's your call.
Hmm.
Compact?
I don't have a compact. Not that we're calling
Motions
anyway.
at Rowena.
Yes.
Contact them, ask. If they're in definite study, they may not want to join us. They might think it'll be a disaster, or they might be excited to sneak into an office and rummage through drawers of a admittedly very powerful adventurer.
I'll be honest, if I go in there, I'm probably just going to take our whole fucking desk.
I mean, that's not subtle in hiding the infiltration, but if you don't get caught, who gives a fuck, right?
That's one of those
honestly,
things that don't have to be in there very long.
I think the fewer people we take, the better, because, quite honestly, I love our everyone in our group, but a couple people really don't disguise well.
What about
We
you?
are a group, though, so we should talk to everybody.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm pressing the chime button.
Okay. In the sort of quiet reading, Iala and Noah, you've gotten very. Where's Melaka?
Melaka's with them.
Is
I'm
Melaka
with them.
reading? Or are you just
No.
there? All right,
just
this is
there.
really dull watching these two reading through books. But it's suddenly interrupted by the sound of a compact going off.
Melaka stands up.
What? Oh,
Oh my god, you have
Oh.
a ringtone.
Give me that. You two are busy.
Fine. Here. She hands over the puck.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So we're
Rowena.
going. Yes. That is me.
Hi.
We're going to the Adventurers Guild.
Okay.
Do you three want to come?
They're going to the
Explain why.
Adventurer Go. What? Yeah. What?
We're
Yeah.
we're going to go.
Mavis?
I'm looking around, making sure absolutely no one's nearby.
Yeah, if you guys want to
I'm
sequester
assuming we're back in
yourselves.
our rooms.
Yeah,
I figure
yeah.
we're back in our rooms.
Yes, we're still.
Cassian, at least tell them the fact that she's not going to be there.
I'm getting to that. We're,
Hello, is that Melaka?
Yes,
Maltori sort of
hello.
leaning over your shoulder. Cassian, have you told Melaka?
I'm trying. I'm the one with the compact. Shush.
Cart before the horse.
Melaka, you're talking to Cassian. Cassian sounds different, but it's Cassian.
Oh, it's Cassian now. Okay.
Well, no, Cassian's saying Rowena, but it's Cassian. Don't
Thank you.
worry.
I'm walking out of the room into a different room.
I do think sometimes Papa, he doesn't want to be with us.
So, we're planning on going over to the Adventurers Guild to visit Miss Halforkin's office.
Mm-hmm.
Probably rifle through it a little bit, see if we can't find anything incriminating into the likes of what Torrenfell is doing. And they want to know if you three want to come.
I mean, they're pretty engrossed in their books, but I'll ask.
They can hear this, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
We're right here, Melaka.
Oh, you can hear this?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not
Oh.
not very subtle.
Oh, okay. I just put it on the desk.
So you're planning to infiltrate right now?
Yes, while she's out of the office talking with the bishop.
I don't know about you two, but maybe I should go out of the ones here. I'm probably as stealthy as Nim is.
I do not like my chances of going in there, so I think I can trust you to go in. I'll be here waiting for your return.
I'll see what I can do to help.
If you want
So-
to join the Melaka, I can tell you are not enjoying your time here.
Well, the thing is that we've lost, what, Fluffy Butt? Was that her name?
Taryc?
No, our other names. I guess it was just us. Yeah, Taryc. Arwa took Taryc away to, fight.
Oh,
So, it's just
Um,
me guarding the, these two.
I'm going
Well-
to be locked in a room, so I'll probably be fine.
I still don't like it.
well,
And I don't
if-
like Noah going off by themselves to go rendezvous up. Could you all come here first and pick up Noah?
I should be fine.
There
I'll-
was a man that was tracking us, an orc.
That is, I guess that is, but I do have the new ring. I think I'll be able to. I think I'll be able to rendezvous with them fine. I just keep my hood up and not do anything drastic.
Put
we'll
your
meet you
hood up.
shortly.
Okay. Noah's gonna be coming, I guess. I'll stay with Iala. I'll polish my nails or something.
Okay,
Polish? When?
I'll meet. Oh.
What?
I'll meet you guys soon. I'll be on my way.
I hike better in natural terrain than big cities, so I'm not
Well,
very.
honestly, Noah, I think we should come and collect you.
Please do.
We don't want anyone roaming alone.
We did have a tail.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good to know. We'll be there
Was it-
shortly, Noah.
It was an orc man with glasses,
But
gray
Noah,
skin.
Noah, can you just turn into like a bird or something, or a squirrel,
I could do that. Yes.
a cat?
Meh.
Because we don't want the tales telling you back to the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah. Let me do that. I'll meet up with you in a non-biped form. Hopefully that they'll only be looking for those of us that are standing up straight.
We do have a centaur, Noah.
I suppose that is true, but Cassian
I do
does...
stand up straight, though.
You think
That
it's
is true.
going well, Papa?
Well, yes, it's not a difficult thing to figure out, is it? It should be done by now.
I mean, I'm sure Cassian will come back and tell us how it's going.
Okay, Noah's gonna be in some animal form running around the city. I'm sure that's not gonna be a problem.
Probably not.
Fine, we'll wait for you here.
All
Hurry.
right. I'm on my way.
Bye.
Okay.
Razov.
Marty?
Oh, yes, please.
Kind of stomping back into the room. Noah's coming back.
Okay, right, good.
See?
And apparently there's an orc tailing people now
An orc.
Oh, that's not good.
with glasses.
Amazing. Bad-sighted orc. Doesn't sound particularly concerning.
Yes. Tried to let them know that we would come collect Noah, but Noah was insistent that they can get back to us. And
I trust Noah to get back to us. Besides,
Is everybody wearing their disguise rings that went out? Just out of
Yes.
curiosity. Okay. What are our disguises? I'm gonna put mine on because I'm gonna be human barmaid number 345 or something like that. Really generic
Mhm.
girl.
Yes,
Noah
everyone,
looks
please,
like-
please describe yourselves.
Noah looks like some sort of androgynous street waif. Their hair is brown, a similar height, and somewhat scrawnier. but
Human?
have no satyr or fey features.
Human.
Just normal. Yeah, basically, just basic generic street
Urchin.
urchin. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I unattuned my AC item so I could do the ring. Because that's an attunement. So that's what I did. I'm sad.
Mhm.
Brown eyes, brown hair, like a sandy brown.
Nice.
Okay.
Melaka didn't get a ring. Does
Melaka.
does Iala have one for going on the street? Or
She
is
did
just-
not have one because she just thought she
Okay.
could just use spell work.
All right, Noah. How are you going home?
Noah is going to go outside, then walk into an alleyway, and turn into a cat and leave out the other end of the alleyway and make
are
their way back.
you sneaking out of the church?
Yes.
Do you want the sister to know you're leaving?
Oh, yes. I'll
Yeah, because
talk-
otherwise you gotta complicated to get out of a locked door.
Yeah, no.
Right.
I'm going to tell her.
Okay, so you
That
rap
I'm
on the door, and she comes and unlocks it. You've
All right.
finished already?
I am, yeah. My friends are going to stay a while longer.
Well, okay. She sort of. You see, she does look to check, like, the scroll work you were reading through is on the table. Then she sort of, like, stands aside to let you out.
Thank you. I'll probably return again some other time.
Oh, well, good. Pleasant day.
You too. And Noah goes outside and throws their hood up.
Right, go ahead and give me a self check just to see how sneaky you can be.
Toot. Go.
Right. Fine enough for a magically cloaked street waif. Right, you head to an alleyway and shift into a cat-like form, and then just start pattering towards the Bahamut temple. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 1 second. Gotta roll some off-screen dice. Okay. You make your way back towards the temple, and Nim and Cassian. Soon enough, you heading into the temple, Noah?
I'm going to look around outside to see if they're waiting outside for me, and then if I don't see them, I think I'll make my way. I'm going to. Can I look around to see if I was being followed at all?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. You love those. Okay, 33. You are not being followed.
Okay. Then Noah is going to slip inside and find Nim and Maltori.
You try to head on inside. When you step inside, immediately there is a sort of priest that notices you and just tries to very gently shoo you out with a broom. No, come on, out. No, out. Out.
Oh yeah, this is a heavy brownie building. They are not going to let a cat
Yeah.
inside.
Come on,
And
out you go.
Noah's going to run away, find something to hide behind, and
Mhm.
turn back.
Okay. You turn back into your streetway form. You're gonna head on in like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not stopped or accosted.
It's a waif. Huh? Get out of here.
Yeah,
Shoot.
same priest starts sailing you
Starts
with a
broom.
broom. No, you're able to go on in, and you actually notice as you come in like this, Silver Dragon's paying a little bit more rapt attention to you. Tilted heads, little blinking eyes. You get random flashes from some of them of okay.
Yes, I'm okay. Leave me alone.
Hungry?
You. No. Oh. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just going,
Right.
finding some friends.
You
Okay.
get colours and shapes of mild concern, but they leave you be.
Noah's immediate pseudo dragon wariness comes up before realizing why they are paying attention to them.
Or maybe they're being nice. Not Noah's first thought.
I've only had 2 examples of pseudo dragons, and they're not.
All right.
I
Nim
hear slander being said about my
and
child.
Cassian, a small street waif enters.
I'm sorry, we don't have anything.
Oh,
bet you
we
do.
have some. Oh, you little shit. Okay. Good disguise. I like it.
It's okay. It's okay. I already ate this morning.
Right.
I'm probably not
It's
going
all
to
the
be able to.
freaking bread.
I'm probably not going to be able to eat till tomorrow.
Yes. Save some bread for the others. Right. We've got a bit of time, but we should maybe head on over there and actually come up with at least the vagaries of a plan.
Yes, that makes sense.
Wait, no, I'm not going anywhere near that fucking place. What am I saying?
No, you need to stay here
Yes.
and do that. Well, we can make some of the plan here, I think. Should we have somebody watching the meeting so we know when it ends?
Do we know where the meeting
Yes.
is? I mean, they.
No, but I bet you that one of us could follow the Archbishop. He's kind of visible.
Well, definitely need you going into the room. And he points at Nim, and he goes, Cassian is a little tricky. Maybe standing watch at the facility and Noah tails the Archbishop.
Well, Noah has a camera, and
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe
and
Cassian
Noah
tails.
also has a really good familiar who can go invisible and such. They
I mean, we've
really
got
should go
some.
in.
We've got a couple of familiars to leverage here. Cassian, do you feel comfortable trying to tail the Archbishop? Well, I suppose you guys could send the familiars after him, and Cassian goes and keeps watch at the.
I'll say Cassian's
hole.
Tressim might be able to fly and keep an eye on them from the air, right? And then communicate as long as Cassian stays within a certain range.
That's not a bad idea.
And then
And I do have a look that no one knows of yet.
Oh,
and it
familiar
if you
string.
use what?
Familiar string?
Excuse me?
As either Nomi or Kailela stays with Cassian, so Cassian can be even further away from you guys to relay information.
Huh.
With Talal
No,
further
I was-
out.
Yes, that might work. We could have them kind of signaling, but I was going to say, Cassian, make sure you use ascending spell to let know that if it starts to change, we don't want to use the compux because if we're inside the guild hall
They're fucking
and we're
loud.
hiding, it will be freaking horrible, right? Right, Noah?
Yeah, I was going to say, since Cassian is. Do you know how to do sending?
Yes.
Not you, Nim. Do you know how to.
No, I cannot do sending. I am
So,
not
Cass-
capable.
Cassian is the best one to alert us, being able to
But-
just message us.
Yes, but I could keep an eye on the bishop and signal to Talal and have Talal signal to Cassian, keeping him farthest away from Nolbane. Or not Nolbane, Lichbane.
Maltori looks momentarily troubled there.
Half Orkson.
Yes, that person. Because I think being close to her is going to be very dangerous. The Archbishop, of course, not not trying to hurt us, but I worry about what she will do if she sees something suspicious.
I want you and Noah in the office. Camera's good, and frankly, your ring is a good steal everything at last ditch, and maybe even get Noah in there and out.
Okay.
But familiars, Cassian, there
I'm
should
going
be
to
enough
need
watch and
Mommy
guard.
then.
Yes. But Kaida and Talal with Cassian, it's...
I think this is a solid enough plan. I'm, whether I go in or not, I think I would like to help
No,
with
you
the
should go in.
infiltration. I at least should help with the infiltration because I have, without Taryc, only I can do pass without trace.
It's a good plan.
That is really a good
Yes.
spell, yes. I think you should go in because you have the camera, and that if we can get by without taking her desk and running, because that is my current plan. Is
That's a good plan.
I remember her room vaguely. Remember she had a desk and there was a lot of chairs and there was like a window, and there was like I think a door that went to another room.
Okay.
But I don't know if there's any hidden boards in there, and you have better spotting ability than me. I'll be honest, Cassian's better at investigating. I wish he could be in there.
I mean,
But
we could just say fuck it, let the familiars watch, and all three of you go in.
yes, but they can't communicate far enough away.
I like having Cassian as our lookout. He has the widest range to alert us. He'd be able to relay information to us the fastest.
Also, Arwa's not here, so we can't borrow the shiny small ring to get Cassian in easy.
This is true.
What do you think, Cassian? Do you have any other ideas?
I can follow them. I am honest. If I could get in there, I could find out what's going on. But that me getting in there is the problem.
If I got you in there, I couldn't get you out.
DM.
Yes.
Do we remember how the setup for her office was outside of it?
Depends on... I'll ask for intelligence checks. See how good your memory is.
I just remember we came from the waiting area, but that's all I can remember for that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a save, but it shouldn't change. Yeah, it's still a +1 because I
Oh, whoops. Yeah, that. But
Yeah.
I clicked the wrong one.
No, you clicked the right one.
No, you did.
no,
You
I did
clicked.
click
You,
the right-
you clicked the right one. I clicked the wrong one.
I accidentally I started to go after the save.
Liam
time my
and Noah,
intelligence has let me
pretty
down.
vague. Cassian, you obviously remember the office, the waiting room in between sort of was a little bit of a blur in your memory. Nim and Noah, you recall going from the waiting room into a hallway that had a few other doors in it to her office at the end. Yeah, that's all I'm going to give with that.
Okay, so I can't remember how much we're going to have to go through.
That's
We're
what
going to
gonna
have.
do. We're gonna
I wish we had more people. I'd love somebody to distract Dimsdale.
Dimsdale.
Because
I was-
Dimsdale's
I was-
going to be in that office area right out front.
I'm going to create
a-
the vagary of
I
memory.
have an idea on that.
What? What's that?
I'm holding up my ring. Okay, so I could distract really well.
Jesus.
This
is something that Melaka is built for.
I am just worried that if you distract, if they have good scrutiny, you might get caught. I mean, I could make a really big distraction nearby. It would be costly to me and make me sad, but if we have helper take my firework wand, it makes like a loud cacophonous boom for like a mile. And
Yeah,
Um,
set the entire town on edge.
yes.
Well, Maltori is going to pause. I do have my own familiar.
You
I can
do?
send them with the fireworks wand.
You think they can activate it?
Yes, I'm pretty certain.
Okay. Yes. If we need a distraction inside, the problem is we won't be able to signal if we need Doomsdale to move. Mm.
I mean, leverage Kylela.
Kalila is pretty great. What do you think, Noah?
Leverage her as a distraction? I mean, she is kind of distracting. But
You feel an invisible weight landing on your shoulder, Noah.
I don't know if I want to send her into a place full of adventurers, though. I
No,
don't know.
she would be close enough by that you could communicate with her. Can you do that with her? I know
yes,
I know with Nami I can. It is a certain range we can speak mind to mind.
Yes. uh, Since we formed the contract, we're able to do that. So, would you be able to perform some lookout duties, Kylela?
Easily.
Thank you. Just let me know if anyone's coming in, and I'll be able to react accordingly.
Well, I think the idea is we would want Kailila to be able to relay to Maltori or somebody that we
Oh.
need their familiar to set off the firework wand, right? So we can
That's-
get distraction.
Yeah. That's
Or am I misunderstanding what we were talking about?
I
Confused.
having I was having the big distraction for when things are starting to go south is a good idea. I was thinking that if we have the if I had Kylela watching, she could tell me if anyone's approaching, and then I'd be able to split or hide. But if she's also on lookout to cause enough of a to cause the distraction herself, that also would probably be a good boon.
Or relay to get the distraction done so she can stay watching.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Well, how about? The cotton bucks don't have to be with the people inside. Why not give Kylela one, and I'll hold on to the other. If she demands a distraction, I'll provide it.
You know how to use the thing, right?
I'm certain it can't be that complicated.
You just. Well, I guess you don't really need to use it. You just can hold on to it and listen to that end. This is where the sound comes out.
How do you
Honestly, it's better.
answer it?
You don't have to answer it. Just listen to it.
You do have to answer it.
Oh, you press this here,
Yes.
and that'll answer it.
It says locked.
Okay, this is how you unlock it.
Uh-huh.
You do that. Do you want me to write you instructions?
No, I've got this.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to leave it unlocked. Don't touch it.
I
It
locked
will
it.
be unlocked. For some master of arcane, you're really trying.
This
my
is not
patience here,
arcane.
Maltori.
Maybe this is we're making it just too complicated. If it goes to we need to have a distraction, me and Nami will fly off and make a boom. And Noah, you push in. Okay, we will try to go in together.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on our dear sweet
Yes,
half-orc
We keep Kalila on the roof nearby. She can pass along information. If you don't need to send descending, that can happen. But otherwise,
Okay.
she will pass on. Okay, or you can bring her inside because it is whatever. But
Yeah.
the plan will be I am going to fly out on Nomi when this is over.
Okay.
That is my escape mechanism. Fast moving pseudo dragon.
Yes. Right. Okay. Then go get him, kiddos.
All right, Cassian, you're going to have to track the bishop. Maybe go see if you can talk to him and find out if he's wouldn't mind, or just I guess watch the front and follow him. I guess that's the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie, I doubt he is sneaking out to see Moreb. All right, now I'm going to put on I have my ring on, so I'm a human girl, and I'm going to hug Nomi very tight. I'm going to hide you for now, okay?
Meep.
I know, but you're so distinctive and beautiful. Everyone's going to spot you.
Proud stance.
Pet, pet, pet. All right, I'm gonna hide my familiar for now in the
Okay.
familiar place.
Nomi bumps away.
Mhm.
And you guys heading out ahead of Cassian?
Yeah, got to.
Yeah.
We have probably more distance to cover than him.
Yeah. Right, you guys start making your way towards the Adventurers Guild. And Cassian, you're going to go down into the main lobby of the
I'm
temple.
going to actually go outside, loop around, get out of sight of most everyone I can see, slip on the Kitsune ring, and then head back out into public.
What's your kitsune look like?
Just normal fox colors, sub-average height. Does
Just a
the
chat-
gender ring affect the image?
No.
Then it would be a male kitsune, normal fox colors. Just kind of average if one thinks about a kitsune, but kitsune aren't average most of the time.
You wrote like a 3-page essay for this?
Yes, a very detailed on how average.
Well,
Wow.
for one, there is no average when it comes to a kitsune in this land. You'll notice
Okay.
immediately people are staring. You are a very exotic sight.
You think Iala and Melaka got stairs?
Yes. Ow. And that's fine.
Okay. All right. Meanwhile, Iala,
Yep.
you're sort of reading through your book, and you got your intelligence ring on, right?
Yep.
Right. Or you circle it, whatever it is. I'd like for you to actually make me an intelligence check.
I can make those now.
If you roll a 1, I'll laugh uproariously.
Like D20 plus 4 for you now?
Yep.
Hey! That's a
Look
good
at
roll
that.
for Iala.
That's really good. That's really good.
Yeah. Right. Iala, this feels easier than it's ever been. Not that you've ever been one for research, but actually starting to lead through and knowing to like just look for key phrases and combinations rather than having to read the entire thing. Very convenient. That way you're actually able to dismiss a couple of texts sort of right off the bat rather than wasting your time on them. Quick search through. There's a lot of talk on various matters, draconic biology, how they sort of channel mana naturally through their body. There's even a couple of markers on draconic prophecy, how they sort of tie into the magical web. But soon enough, you're reading through what is less a book and more like a sort of collection of scrolls that are like loosely bound together. Like the actual scroll cases are leather binding attached to each of them so that they all roll up into one large clump that you can then remove scrolls from in sequential order.
Yeah.
you're reading through some of these, and then passages start to catch your attention. There are mentions of draconic ascension of blood-related beings. Something you want to continue investigating?
Yes, that seems to be along the lines of what she's looking for, and she's actually taking notes. She's got her little notebook and her charcoal stick and writing down things that seem to make sense. She's got a circle chart on where these things are and a flow chart of where she's finding things.
Okay. One of the first things you're going to read is strangely titled, and a lot of this is old Arcanist, which I believe you speak Arcanist, right?
Yeah.
But like this is an archaic tongue, so it's a little heavy. But the title, you try to actually give me another intelligence check. It's a little weird, the phrasing. There is something about the power of dragons akin to lich.
That she's wondering if she has the translation proper for that, because that seems extremely strange to her. But
You're
she writes
making
it
that
down.
face again.
I've coming across that I don't have a dictionary here on the old Arcanist, so I don't know if I'm translating this right, but the path that I'm looking for seems to, like, ascension seems to apply to lichdom in some way. It's strange. I didn't think there would be a connection there. But I suppose if you're changing your form... she starts delving into that.
Okay.
Or it might be the fact that you're sacrificing others to do something to yourself.
You start reading further into it, and it is now slow going. You found something that sounds like it might be pertinent to you, but the text is a degree. Oh, actually, give me an Arcana roll.
Uh-oh.
Because this is not spell work, but it is in-depth discussion. Hey, very good, of magical practices and formula.
Oh, wait, I just remembered something. I'm going to... She has a spell that she prepared for this.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, she wouldn't know if it... she has skill empowerment, but she wouldn't know that she needed Arcana for this, so I don't think I can cast that.
Paste the text. Let me be the judge of this. It's broken. No, you could go. Hey, I'm going to be reading this text.
Are you proficient in Arcana?
Oh wait, no, I'm not.
Then it won't do anything.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I noticed you didn't put a proficiency bonus on your roll, so I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
it might
you're
not
right.
help you.
I thought it would. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Okay, never mind.
Right. We're gonna leave you sitting with that a bit. Unfortunately, Melaka and Iala, you're gonna be sitting here a bit, but back to the party doing a thing. But Cassian, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and just give me a very simple DC perception check. You're keeping an eye out for the Archbishop.
This is going to go bad. I already know it. Perception. No, that's persuasion.
Okay, that's fine. He's not hiding. This is very simple DC, like I said. The only reason there is really a check involved is because you are being distracted just by the intensity of attention you're getting.
Surrounded.
It's not
It's
like
nice because you're probably making it easier for the Archbishop to get out.
Yeah. Which soon enough, you see the Archbishop. Mm,
And I'm having Talal along the rooftops.
staying within
Just-
communication range, I imagine.
Yep.
Yeah.
And watching where he's going, and I'm going to follow after he is no longer in my sight
Mhm.
or at the edge of Talal's range.
Right.
And
Yeah,
then I will start moving up.
well, like I said, you see the Archbishop emerge, and he has a sort of like, it's not a coat; it is a sort of like another robe cover, but it's a far more sort of humble covering to his, official robes.
Mhm.
But it's not like he's trying to attempt to disguise who he is or where he's going. You see him like stopping every now and then, just sort of exchanging polite pleasantries with certain people. You also know that like he immediately clocks you coming out of the temple.
Good dragon, he can see. Yeah.
That and well, whether he knows it's you or he just saw something strange, a little hard to tell. But his eyes do glance your way, but then he just sort of continues on his way. And yeah, you can start following behind. Are you trying to stay hidden?
I'm trying to stay out of direct line of sight.
Okay, right. In that case, you're not on the same street as him. You're moving later
Yeah,
to
and
Lowell.
I'm just having Talal read
Talol needs to be a
directions.
stealth check though.
Talal.
Go,
Talal
kitty,
uses
kitty,
my
go, kitty,
stealth,
kitty.
yes?
No, he
they
uses
have
his
their
stealth.
own.
Don't have a character sheet for Tressim.
Then you're gonna need to look it up real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, something is going on. Give me a second. I can't click on anything right now.
Oh, apparently, I do not have
Tressim
a
has
Tressim in the.
Tressim has a +4, so just roll a d20 +4.
I would, but I can't.
I'll roll it for you then. 22 plus 4.
Wait, what is going on?
Okay. Alright, Tlo is sauntering proudly on the rooftops. Nim and Noah. How are you just walking casually towards the guild in your disguises?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and blend in a bit.
Noah looks like an urchin. You look like a sort of generic barmaid.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm trying not to walk with Noah. I'm just
You guys doing
kind of-
separate but in proximity?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What are each of you doing to blend?
I've got my cloak up just because, but
okay, good.
Me too.
Right, in that case, there's not a whole lot you need to do to blend if you don't want to. It's just an extra layer of
I'm
obfuscation.
occasionally, I'll occasionally, if there's like a food stall, I'll stop and throw a couple copper pieces and buy something cheap or
Okay.
things like that. Just like put it away like I'm
yeah,
putting
you
things
put
in my
it-
bag.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I'm
yeah,
doing a bit of
you're shopping.
Yeah. I'll throw a silver piece at this to just say I did it. Okay.
Okay. And what about you, Noah?
So
I think Noah is going to like stop and curiously investigate stuff. It looks like they're just wandering. They're not. They don't have a destination that they're purposely going for. They're just kind of walking back and forth to either side of the street, looking at stuff randomly, but still making their way towards the guild.
Okay. Very nice. I'm gonna just ask for both of you to give me a stealth check. You got your cloaks up, so I'm gonna give you advantage here. And this is more of a just like social blending deception. You're not literally skulking. Wow.
I needed that advantage.
Oh. Give me another one.
Yep.
Okay. Less impressive, but no one's looking for you. You just might bump more people than you intend to, which kind of fits the role, honestly. But yeah, as far as you're aware, you guys are going by untracked and unaccosted. And soon enough, you'll actually see the guild hall in sight. Those sort of like, those large walls surrounding the little compound. Do you guys want to wait to go in until you know things are happening? Do you want to, go in and look around a bit first? What do you want to do?
I'm
gonna
going.
go in. What do you think?
Noah is going to look at like a poster that's next to Nim and mutter, "So, should we start heading in?"
Do you want to find an alleyway nearby, or should we walk in and case out the front area and see who's in there with BD Dimsdale?
I say, Case, let's take a quick look, and then I'll go around the back and try and get in.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, maybe there is a chimney.
Oh, that too.
Right.
That's fair point.
Well, let's see what we can find out. Is your girlfriend checking around for us too?
Kailila, can you read me?
Oh, yes, dear.
How's everything looking on your end?
Uninteresting. I don't really see anything that's worth calling attention to. Do you want me to give you a head count of what I can see in their courtyard? I suppose I could.
Just give me a quick rundown. Doesn't have to be specific.
Nim's gonna open up her bag and go through her money, and she's going to put together 2 silver pieces and 2 copper pieces in her hand and hold them very tightly, and then she's going to take her hood down so people won't ignore her.
Okay.
I'm going to go pretend that I have a poster I would like to get put up. Missing brother, something like that. It'll distract BD a little, maybe. A good idea?
Yeah. Keep his attention up front.
And that way you can look around a bit, alright? If this goes bad, you run. I'll follow. Don't wait for me, okay? Always run. Always run.
Yeah.
While Nim's talking to you, you're also hearing in your head, Kalela just going, I see 5 people training in what looks like to be some sort of training ground off to the side of the courtyard. There's a couple of people milling about outside. I can't really get an angle without getting closer, and I don't want to get closer because,
Nim's taking a moment, taking a deep breath, and then forcing herself to cry.
Okay. Performance
Not
check.
like
tears
like
rolling down
loud.
cheeks.
She's trying to get that going. Yep. Do a performance check.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're able to get
So
tears going.
I'm trying to get myself wet-faced, red, get the eyes going. I'm focusing on really negative emotions right now, right in front of Noah. This has been missing. Okay, I think I've got it.
You certainly do.
Right.
Go on.
You start heading in. Meanwhile, Cassian. Talal is constantly relaying to you. Well, he's stopped at a stall. He is buying what is that? An orange. He's buying an orange. Is this a problem?
Nope.
Okay. Well, then he's moving, and he has now stopped again. I don't know what he's looking at. I can't see into the window from here. Shall I move across the street?
Yes.
You hear tiles shifting in the distance. There's a clatter, a break on the ground. You hear someone just yell, "Is that a flying cat?" And he's going, oh, he's looking at what is that? Wooden things, metal at the end. I see you moved them on your book.
Oh, a pen?
Yes. That's of course what I meant. A pen. He's looking at those.
Oh, interesting.
Is that a problem?
No.
Okay. He's moving again.
Okay.
Oh, he's stopped. He's talking to somebody.
Of course, he's a very important person.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, he's moving again. Oh, he's doubling back. He's coming towards you, I think. Where are you?
I'm around the corner. I'm backing away, gaining distance, and going around another corner.
You start moving, and then you'll sort of hear the bishop's voice coming from around the corner, clearly talking to somebody, and he's you go ahead and give me a self check as you hear Talia go. Oh, he's gonna cross the corner with the person he stopped to talk to. Very shiny lady.
I love
Oh, no.
Talal. I love Talal.
I love him so much.
Right. You have to.
I'm sorry, Toby. You got the most dangerous job, but we need you to do this.
You push into a fender stall that has like hanging, bolts of fabric and so on, half assembled, vests and such. Basically, just an outside little tailor, who just goes, "Oh wow, you're, can I help you, sir?"
Hi. I'm leaning over his counter and just looking. Is it just fabrics, or is there actually clothing here?
There's like half assembled clothes. It looks like somebody you go to actually to get an outfit made rather than buying clothes
Buying
from.
off shelf.
Yeah. Are you looking for fabric or assembly? And as this person just starts talking to you, you will hear that doesn't ring a bell right away, but you quickly realize, oh shit, that is more of Half Orcan's voice conversing with him. They have met up on the streets and are walking past you.
I have
Yeah.
killed Cassian. I'm sorry.
I'm keeping my attention to the vendor.
And as you're looking at the vendor, you start talking to them. You actually hear a voice that isn't calling out to you, but like just talking to somebody. You hear more of just go, oh, a kitsune, unusual. And they keep walking.
Thank God for that
So-
disguise.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also a terrible disguise in some ways, but thank God it's working.
And I'm just looking at. I'm actually asking proper questions about clothing.
What's a pants leg?
Yep. And discussing getting clothing made.
Oh
and
my
having-
God! I just realized you only had dresses in your ring. You did get some costumes. Oh, thank God! You must have got costumes.
I have costumes.
Oh, thank God! I just realized you were pantsless, and I was like, no wonder everyone's staring at you.
This young man
I
seems
have dresses.
this young man seems very enraptured with this handsome kitsune, and is happily talking to you about what you might need. Are you going to purchase anything from him?
Not yet, but I'm going to drop gold on his table and go, I will send a friend of mine back with my measurements to get some clothing made. I actually like your style.
Oh,
Thank
you, sir.
I have to go, but I hold out my hands to shake his.
He'll shake your hand, and you can feel that little tremble.
And I'm doing it very enthusiastically, and the tail's wagging real fast behind. It's so good to meet you. What's your name?
Robert.
Robert? There has to be more than that to it, Robert.
He just shakes his head.
Oh, Robert the tailor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, I will be sending someone back, and they'll be discussing things more in depth with you.
He just nods a little slack jawed before I sort of catch himself. Of course, sir. 'Thank you, sir, for your patronage.
And I have to go. But I have to go. Okay. Well, like I said, I will be sending someone back, and they'll be discussing things more in depth with you.
He just nods a little slack jawed before I sort of catch himself. Oh, of course, sir. Thank you, sir, for your patronage.
And Cassian's going to ham it up and do the entire finger across the chin as the kitsune disappears into the crowd.
All right, you as you sort of don't disappear into the crowd. I'll tell you that. As you go into the crowd, you hear him go, "Oh wow." Right, it is starting to strike you that staying streets over from the ones walking might be a little difficult, simply because you stick out. Even staying outside, there's going to be that murmur and din following you. But you can give it a try, and oh no, Talal. Yeah, Talal is tailing them. We'll come back to that in a second. All right,
Oh, Talal, why?
Mavis.
Mhm.
You're heading on in.
Yep, I'm going in.
Right. As you walk into the main hall of the guild, you'll see that there's a few people milling about. Clearly adventurers, like people wearing various states of armor, some in robes, little groups talking to each other, and you see like the little quest board ordeal back in Morden was just a small little thing. Here, there is like a wall with various
At home.
yeah. Here, there is a wall. There is like a little counter set in amongst all of that. You see somebody like talking to an adventurer, and as you come on in, there is basically a general reception desk. It looks like in the center, and then there is that little counter at the quest board.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to go? What are you doing?
Where's Dimsdale in this?
Dimsdale, last time you were here, Dimsdale was at the little reception desk. You don't see him there right now. It looks like there is a young woman there who is she's got an abacus out. It looks like she's leafing through something and flicking beads on the abacus across.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I am going to, having glanced around, I'm seeing that's my option right there, because maybe Dimsdale's on lunch. I mean, it is around noon hour, and the other person's out, so maybe this is the person to distract. So.
But all of you will hear noon bells ringing.
Mm-hmm. I am going to approach the counter. I've got my head down and I'm trembling.
Mm-hmm. As you approach, she doesn't seem to notice you at first, but as you step on up, she hears your footfalls and glances up and goes, "Oh, miss, how can I help you?"
Hi. Is this where I put in And I'm gonna hold out the meager coins that I have.
Oh, you're looking to put up a request?
My brother's missing, and I don't know what to do.
Oh, in that case, 1 second, dear. And she actually sort of you see her waving over towards the person at the quest counter, who just nods, finishes up their discussion with the adventurers, and they move away, and they just sort of call out to you, "Over here."
Okay, and I will go over there, wipe at my face a bit, and hope I'm giving Noah some cover to figure some shit out.
This dwarven gentleman who's got like this very deep black beard and hair that sort of comes down in a large drapery and actually gets braided into the beard as it comes round. Is sort of leaned forward on the counter and goes, "Oh, what's wrong, girl?"
My brother, he's been missing a few days. I told the guards about it, but he's not been back.
Oh, yeah,
He
okay.
tried to go. He tried to go into the sewer system.
It's ill-advised, but a few days, you say.
Yes, I was wondering if I could post. Maybe somebody would go look for him.
Of course. You know your letters, girl, or do you need me to write for you?
I'm gonna shake my head.
Okay then.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. It's what I'm here for. And he's going to pull out a piece of paper and a quill and just okay. We're going to go through things. What your brother looks like, where you last saw him, that sort of thing. All right.
Okay. I will start making shit up.
Okay. You're gonna start making shit up.
Oh.
Give me a deception check.
All right. Miris, please guide my hand.
Okay.
All right, Miris, we're gonna use a reroll on that. Miris, please guide my hand better.
Nice.
Miris, why?
+4. Remember? Oh, +5.
Yeah, +4.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I was gonna
So
say, that's
Oh
Mirror's
my
for
yeah,
you.
God.
so yeah, it's 16. So it's a 16 or 17 on the deception.
Okay,
That's not
fair,
too
that's
bad.
much better. All right, also, while you're doing this, is there any signaling going to Noah, or is Noah taking initiative? What's happening?
Noah is going to wait for like
A sign.
Noah's I think was going to wait for like 30 seconds, waiting for like to cross the guild hall and start talking, and then make their way around back.
Okay. All right. Going around back of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I see if there's a chimney up there?
There's actually a few chimneys attached to this building. Like, they've got various little halls attached. They do need to heat. Are you stepping into the ground of the guild hall?
No. I think Noah is going to look for like a doorway or like a slightly ajar window, and just to give them some sort of leeway on how to approach. Or wait, what side of the building would be this office?
Let's see. What was your intelligence check?
It was 15.
Not quite 15. It
No,
was.
it was 4.
Yeah. So you're not entirely sure. You think front entrance there. It'd be towards the back, but like this building, it's not like one big square building. It is like here's a building that's set around in a square, but it's got a courtyard in the middle. So you think her office's window would actually be in a central courtyard?
Okay. That's one idea that I can't do. So Noah's going to get around back as close as they can.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back in a
Get
few
into
minutes.
get into an alleyway, pass without trace on themselves.
And actually
And then-
self in.
Yes, and turn into a rat and start making my way inside.
Let's see. And just making sure you can hold concentration while in
Yes.
animal form.
Yes.
Okay. All right. In that case, go ahead and give me a self check.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
So
16.
26.
A 26. Oh yeah, pass without trace, of course. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's much better. That's not a failure. All right. Yeah, you start ratting
I
your
should-
way in.
Can I guidance? I would use guidance for this.
Guidance
No.
is
Guidance is concentration.
Oh, guidance is concentration.
Yes.
That's true.
I mean, you can if you want, but
No, I need pass without
yeah.
trace. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you start thinking your way around. Nim, you give this man his made up details, and he just goes, "Okay, give me a second. I'll get this written up right proper, okay?"
all right. Thank you.
And he actually steps away from the counter window and leaves you alone for a second. As you're standing there, you can actually sort of hear chatter around you, people looking at the quest board, and you'll hear somebody go, "I think this is them. Yeah. Dolores said saw some strange people. Their astral projections didn't match their forms, and look, one of them's a gnoll.
Nim is going to look at those people.
All right. What you will see is a kind of young-looking half-elf. You think definitely looks like the image of a mage. Very proper clothes. Is carrying a short staff, like just a bit taller than a walking stick. Very very properly done hair, and then a very tall human in full plate armor standing beside him. It's not fancy plate armor; it's very beaten, bedraggled. It's got a helmet underarm, but they're both looking at what looks like to be wanted posters about 15 feet away from you. And the elf speaks up and just goes, "Well, it's a lot of money, I suppose. It might be worth pursuing, especially if you've caught sight of them. You think it's really them, or just some poor gnoll that we're going to accost?" And you see the armored human sort of roll his shoulders and goes, if it's not them, it'll get sorted out by the crown. So it's worth a try." And you see them both nodding a little bit, and then they just start to wander away from you.
Internal screaming.
Right, and anything else you're doing? Are you just going to wait for the dwarf to return?
Is there anybody else in the room right now?
Oh, there's a few people in the room, but no one's really paying attention to other people in the room, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. There isn't like a thing I could go behind in here or anything like that.
There's pillars.
Right? There's pillars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to try and break line of sight?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about trying to break line of sight and then join in the stealthing, because I think that
Well, give me a stealth check, and this will be like how well you actually can hide away to begin with without just vanishing.
I get advantage with my racial, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you are able to break line of sight, and what are you doing? Ring off or invisible?
I am going to cast invisibility as soon as I get behind, because I can do that for free.
Yep.
And because as soon as I step in shadow, and then I will take the ring off, and then I am going to start trying to zip into the back like Noah was probably doing, because I saw Noah leave, so.
Yeah. Right.
I as far as I know, we're two-prong assault this.
Are you heading to the hallway you think led to the office, or are you just going towards the back?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that. And
okay.
I'm basically gonna listen for footfalls and stuff and wait to rush doorways and stuff like that.
All right.
I'm back.
Oh, good timing, Cassian.
Yes.
Can you and Talal go ahead and give me another stealth check?
I did leave my meager coin on the counter with the details, so that just got left behind. It'll be a weird mystery for them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the fake name I was going under was Enid.
Enid? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cassian.
Oh.
Yes?
Sorry, I thought I had looked at it and it said 18. Now it says 3.
Nice. You want to keep that?
No.
All right, you're going to use your reroll.
Yep, I'm using a reroll on mine.
Okay, that'll be a 9. All right.
9? Okay.
Yep, because you get your proficiency on top with the special.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 9.
Right.
Not great.
Okay. You're trading, and as you're sort of like loitering around the stall, you'll hear Talal go, "Uh-oh."
Uh-oh?
Yeah. This is your fault. You gave me bad directions.
What?
Yes. A lesson, I'm sure, for you.
What's the uh-oh?
They saw me.
Okay.
Yes, and Very fast. Very fast, lady. Very fast. I think we're approaching you.
Oh no. I'm looking around.
We-
Is there an alleyway nearby?
As you're looking around for the alleyway, this is where your stealth check comes in. You are moving across the street to try and get into an alleyway when you lock eyes with Morib Halforken, who is holding Talol by the scruff of his neck. The Archbishop sort of looking over at you with a look that's both trying to stay passive as if I don't know you and also apologetic at the same time.
And also slightly amused.
Yeah, a little bit. And Morib just points at you.
Gonna saunter over.
Young man.
She's incredibly tall to me,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, she's a big lady.
Tilting my head back to look up at her. Yes, my goddess?
Her look, if anything, just goes more dour. And she like holds Talal out a little rough, but she's not shaking him. It's just a jolt of her arm, and she just goes, "You care to explain why you're following me?"
What is her armor is shiny, yes?
Not super shiny. It's well kept, but like, it's not parade. I need to keep this gleaming.
I saw a radiant beauty and I didn't know how to approach you, and I apologize, but I was enraptured by your looks and I just had to follow, and I apologize.
Are you doing anything right now to like you've got your disguise on? Are you doing anything further to?
Tails tucking, ears are back because she's glowering,
All right, let me give her.
and the biggest eyes I can give.
Does Cassian get a deception roll?
I would like to do a what is it? I need to look at my stuff real quick.
It'll be deception
wanna-
if you're trying to deceive
it-
her.
It's a lie, so it's deception. You're not going to persuade her.
I wish I could persuade. I will do deception then.
Okay. She's just gonna go to you. Where are you from, young man?
Lorel,
Why are you following me?
fine. Big dragon, big lady. To me, you're very interesting. You intrigued me. I'm of a curious sort.
Talal is getting pushed into your arms. And it's that little forceful shove that like pushes you back a little bit as well. And she just goes, "Your familiar still has its head because I didn't know whether it was arcane or flesh." Oh, I don't like her. I don't like her.
I'm sorry, I will leave you alone.
Do.
And I'm going to turn and I'm going to skulk off.
All right, she's gonna watch you going. Are you looking back at her or anything, or are you just like keeping your head down and moving?
Ears back, tail tucked, and scurrying away.
Okay. Right, you do not see anything then.
I have been chided,
Okay.
and I'm going to get around the corner and I'm going to go a couple streets down and I'm going to send a tail going, "I've been made."
Right, who are you sending the tail to?
Is it Maltori?
Maltori would be probably the best
Mm.
because he knows who to send. I'm sending it to Maltori.
He might also give you advice of what to do next.
All right. In that case, you send it to Maltori. You'll get a reply back. All right then. Stop following, but head back away from the guild hall. Not here either. Just lose yourself in a bar.
Yep. And I'm going to, again, like I said, dive into an alleyway.
Mhm.
Once I'm in, I'm casting major image on the mouth to make it look like it's just a normal wall. So no one can see me, pulling my ring off and going out the other side.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm going to go to the Tamari Temple.
Okay, you're heading towards
There
the
you go.
Samara Temple. All right. Noah. You're going to receive a sending.
And I'll be back and then.
And you're going to receive this just as you're looking up at the window to Moreb's office. You're in the courtyard. Nobody has been able to spot you. There's no one there.
Yes, no, it's here.
Okay, good. Yeah, you're this tiny little rat staring up at the windowsill of what you think is Moreb Halfalcon's office. And I think from this vantage, you'll see that, yeah, if you look up, there is, in fact, a fireplace chimney. Of course, her office has heating.
Okay, I'm going to start scurrying up the wall.
All right. Do rats have a climb
is
speed?
there-
They don't have a climb speed.
Okay. Is,
Well, you
there,
can give me an athletics check to climb.
is there a They don't have like rain spouts in this era, do they?
No, they have gutters.
They do not have
maybe?
gutters. No. Well, they have gutters, but it's not built out to the point of like having the spouts coming down. It just tends to run off the side of the roofing.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, though. We're going to give a little luck check. Low or high?
Hi.
There are overgrown vines on the side of the building that will make climbing far easier.
Oh, wait. Actually, Rat has a 20-foot climb speed.
Oh,
so
in that
there you
case,
go.
yeah.
Yep, you're good.
Well, vines and a natural climb speed. You are able to zip up the side of the building if you so please.
Okay, I zip up there.
As you're
and-
climbing, you will hear the voice of Maltori going, Cassian has been made, but it seems not caught. We no longer have eyes, though, so do your work quickly. Maybe have your little friend stand as a watch. A second sending will come in.
Talia, it seems like eyes have been lost on Arkansas. Can you keep a lookout for me and alert me if anyone's approaching the office?
I'll stand at the window and look on in. Or do you want me to go on in and try and squeeze out the door? Do you want me
Watch
to go
the
head to the
window.
front?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and she'll flap on the way. Mavis, you are moving under a doorway, moving into this hallway, which then you see, didn't actually remember this fully exacting. There are a bunch of doors on one side, it turns out, and then a T-junction going... Let's change colour. Going that way. Thankfully, this is a decorated place. Your stealth check is good enough. There are footfalls coming down the hallway. As you see a gentleman in just very simple, linen clothes, browns and whites, just carrying a box coming on down around that corner. But with your stealth check, you are easily able to, and being fucking invisible, easily able to duck down behind a little plant pot. He goes
Stay out of
by,
the way.
no problem. And both you and Noah will arrive at about the same time. But before that, you're going to hear the voice of Maltori in your head saying, Cassian made, not caught, not alerted, but no vantage. Be quick.
Going in the office now, Papa. I distracted people in the front before coming in.
Right. And as you slip under the doorway, you'll see sort of
Rat fall
sooty,
down the
a
chimney.
sooty rat coming down the chimney. Yep, Noah landing with a squeak.
That was.
No, please tell me that's you.
Huh? Nim? Are you around here? I think
I'm
I
not
heard a
around here.
voice.
All right, I'm going to pick the rat up with my sloth hand by the tail and set it up on the desk.
All right.
How rude.
The sloth hand actually a little less invisible now, because like there's a big
Yeah.
sooty patch on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you set Noah up there, and what do you guys want to do? You're in here.
There's another door here, right?
Yeah, there's a door heading into the side. Big window that looks out into the courtyard. There are a couple of cabinets, big wooden cabinets, not filing cabinets. Chairs, a few little plants, a sword that is like hung up on the wall.
Right. Nim's gonna put her human ring back on. I'm gonna go grab one of the chairs in the room and then put it under the door knob,
Yep.
like at a hotel when you want to keep people from coming in. And then I'm going to check, is the window something that can be unlatched and opened?
It is indeed.
Okay. All right, now. I'll unlatch the window when it's time to go, and we'll fly out that way. Do you want to check the side room, or do you want to check this room?
I'll check this room.
All right. I'm going to go in the other room. If I find a chest or anything, I'm literally going to grab it, put it on top of this desk. If we run out of time, I am taking the lot, and we are flying out of here. Okay?
Okay. I think I'm going. In
Can
order
you swap
to-
back to your regular form, or do you have to stay
Yes.
a rat?
No, I can. I need, in order to get my camera out, I'm going to need to swap back. So
Are you able to do the wild shapey again?
yes, I have. I feel like I can pull it off like one more time, but be able to do it.
Okay. I don't know what level this stuff is, because I thought it was like 2 or 3, and I'm like, oh man, I'm hoping you're a 3. Okay. Well, on the way out, turn into a bird or something to fly. Okay. Then
Yes.
we'll split up in the air, because I think we'll both try to distract which way we are going. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to go over and try and open that door on the side.
Appears to be locked.
This is a magical time when I'll point out I have these tools.
Nice. You're gonna try and unlock it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thieves tools.
Yeah, these tools. Is that intelligence or dex?
I believe it's Dex.
All right, I will just roll the dex and
Add proficiency. Yeah.
Yeah. So dex and then plus proficiency, so that's a 12.
A 12. That
You
will
know
be a
what?
failure.
I will use my last inspiration.
Okay.
So I will, and we will give that one more try, because I really want this.
A
all right. Oh, it's
23 plus.
No, it's not. No,
Oh.
it's not advantage. It's not advantage.
Oh, so
advantage.
it's
So yeah, it's the 12 is the best I got.
Well,
Okay,
hang on,
so-
because that's plus your proficiency
Plus
and plus the
the-
bonus.
Yeah, so that's 8. That's 13. 13's what it is.
13. Okay.
So yeah, 13's not high enough probably.
No, it's not. You,
Alright.
you just cannot get this lock going.
All right, I'll take my ring off and go under the door.
Yep. Right. You sneak on under. And let me move this over a little bit. Also, while she's going under, Noah, what are you doing?
I'm going to look around. Would it be a perception or an investigation?
Investigation.
Okay.
Yeah,
I am.
This is why I
going-
wanted Cassian, because we need that huge intelligence right now.
I'm going to
Guidance?
use guidance on this.
Yep.
You will lose your pass without trace, but
Yes.
at this
but-
point we're probably going to be, well, we're getting out of here. We're going out hot anyway.
Yeah. So, investigation.
Well, this is what I was going to ask. Are you
Oh.
guys are you carefully looking around, or are you literally just like reaching into cabinets, grabbing, stealing? Depends how much evidence you're
I'm-
leaving.
I want to do it. Try and leave as little trace
Then
as possible.
then go for your investigation.
I'm being a lot more rough. I don't think we have time to
Ooh,
look.
that's
So,
good.
holy crap.
Right. And I was doing that. Nim, what you find is a room that looks like it is maybe information storage for the Adventurers Guild itself. You will see like again these large sort of wooden cabinets that actually have labels of alphabetical, letters on them. You will also see what looks like to be a magical apparatus for making Adventurer Guild, signets.
Oh, I want to steal that. I'm thinking about that one, so.
Beyond that, you need to investigate the room to see what else is in here.
All right, I will do an investigation check, but I will not be as cool as Noah. But I will cast guidance on myself, so because I can do that. So I will
You
cast guidance on-
your ring back on?
Yeah, I got my ring back on, so I can go through the cabinets.
Okay.
So investigation. Wow.
Pretty good.
26, that's not bad.
All right.
I think I'm going to the cabinet and going, okay, let's go to M for Maltori.
Yeah. So we'll cover Nim first because Noah's is big. Nim, you if you check in info, you will actually find a file on Maltori. You just gonna steal it.
Yeah, it's going in the bag of holding. Nim's had the idea of we can read this later.
Yep. Right, you steal that. In that case, you've got time to keep looking around. Any other names you're going for?
I will go for our names.
You're going for your names? Okay, you're able to find your files?
Yeah, I'll pull those, and then if I can find Torenfell.
Right, there's the tasty one. You go to Torenfell's file, you'll find it. You'll see that there is strange arcane warding on it. Do you want to grab it? Do you want to do an Arcana check to try and discern what it is?
Yeah, I'll try to do an Arcana check, but it's not going to go well. I don't have but this is 15.
You don't think it's anything that's going to activate by you moving it.
Okay, I'll just take it then.
All right.
I'm putting it right in the bag of holding.
Okay. And do you want to steal the guild tag maker?
How big is it?
It is a machine that's about the size of a sewing machine.
Put that in my bag of holding.
Okay.
I am also going to open up a bunch of the other cabinets, and I'm just taking groups of different people.
To try and
Folders.
obfuscate.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing, like when I grab Maltori's, I'm grabbing a lot of the M's, and I'm grabbing all the different letters, just like handfuls of them.
Okay.
To try and obfuscate. So I'm in there panically grabbing, but I'm also opening the door between me and Noah because they should be able to unlock it from this side, maybe.
No, it is just remember these aren't things with like little latch and such. It is literally a keyhole.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'll just start grabbing like mad and try and do this in a hurry because I'm just basically, if there's any boxes or anything like that, I'm just grabbing because Nim doesn't think she can go through information as fast.
There's also
Noah,
one thing I'm
so
pointing
she's
out.
just doing the grab.
You're leaving, like you are stealing stuff. It's gonna be obvious someone's here. Does the lock need to be intact?
I don't know how to break the lock without making noise. That's the problem.
Okay, dokie. Right.
So I will.
You're just doing that.
I will. I'll let Noah have a chance while I think about it because I gotta think of spells.
So Noah, you're looking around the room. You sort of look at the cabinets and just like they're very forward facing, very public feeling, right? Surely anything important would be in the desk. So you move behind the desk, and you start looking it over, and like, oh yeah, you see which drawers open the most. You can see that little wear on its wooden handle. You open it up, no, nothing there, and then your eyes trail downwards, and like, oh, it's a very pretty desk, a lot of patterning on it, and you will like immediately see, oh, that bit of wood is really worn. It's not a handle or anything, but like there's a little sort of moon
Notch?
symbol that is like carved into this pattern of moons and waves and so on, and you're able to sort of feel over that bit, press it, and a full straw pops out from the desk.
Oh. Do we have here?
Inside, you'll see a pile of looks like to be letters. You'll see one sending stone. You'll see what looks like to be a signet ring. And you will see a strange dagger, very ornate.
Yeah. Noah is going to tentatively look closer at the dagger, try and make out what it is.
I'm not going to make you roll anything extra. You look at the dagger. It looks like there was a gem set into the hilt, but it is like there are still shards left in there that are like have just held in place by the metal work that would have held the gem itself. But it looks like it was broken and cracked. Parts of it are missing.
Noah's going to take out their camera and take a picture of all the objects in the drawer.
Mm-hmm. You can do that. The signet ring looks like it is basically it's a noble signet ring. Looks like it. What do you speak Elven?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, it's just Druid and Sylvan.
Yeah. There's actually Sylvan is related enough. I'm going to give you an intelligence roll. You're not going to know what it says, but you might get an inkling.
Okay.
It looks like it is some sort of like deed of lordship ring, like you holding this signifies something. In fact, I think it's going to be the same word in both languages. You do see the word that would mean lich.
Broken dagger? I'm wondering if this is the lich that Miss Lichbane. Oh, I can't tell. Can't contact Maltori.
There's also that stack of papers. Do you want to get them out to try and take photos of them, or do you want to just take them?
I'm going to take out the papers and rummage through them real quick.
Okay. You see letters that that's a really good investigation. Fuck it. Okay. You skim through them real quickly, and immediately there is correspondence here. Torinfel's writing to Lichbane, repeated assertions of what she's supposed to do now, and so on. And then you sort of go through to some of the first letters, and you skim over it, and it sums up to, "I know what you did. I know that your claim of killing a lich is false. I know that they live. I know that you spared them."
Wow.
Here is blackmail.
Noah's going to lay these out and take pictures of them in turn. Noah doesn't want.
Right. You're taking time to do this?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
As long as it takes.
I'm going as fast as I can in the other room. It's panic.
In that case, I think as you're taking these pictures, Mavis is going to come out. You've grabbed stuff, Mavis. You're coming out under the door frame again.
I grabbed all of our files. Did you find anything?
Found blackmail.
Let's take the lot and go. We don't have time.
Really don't want to reveal that.
I have taken so much from the other room. We should just make a mess.
This is in her secret compartment.
Noah's quickly shuffling them back.
I can take the whole desk. They won't know that we were after a specific thing.
Hey,
The door handle rattles.
Nim is going to summon Nami and rush over to the desk. I'm
Take it.
gonna hook onto Nami with the ring using the sloth bell to open the window, and I'm zapping in with the desk and anything that's on it.
Okay. All right. You
Except
do
for
that.
Noah.
Nim and the desk vanish. Nami,
Nami.
heading towards the window.
Yep.
Noah, what are you doing?
Noah's going to flip on their cloak of mourning, turn invisible, then turn into a bird and fly out the window.
Okay.
That
As
a swallow.
Yep.
Just want to be specific.
you'll hear Carla in your head going, "No one's come in the front entrance yet. You're good. What? Nami just flew out."
Already.
And
Someone's at the door.
you'll hear the voice of BD Dimsdale calling out, going, "Hello, hello, is somebody in there? Hello, open this up." As you flee.
We did it, Bird! We stole their shit!
It's a little bit noisier than I wanted it to be, but this is close enough.
Yalia.
I'm still here.
You're making pretty good progress here. There's one thing I will say. You have a very learned priestess. You can ask for help if you don't understand things like a language or so on. But you're reading through this and you think there is like a ritualistic means of gathering power here that isn't the weird cannibalistic thing you're doing. It looks like it's theory, but it might be something. And this isn't the only text. There are still others. So this is a thing that you could put aside if you don't want to investigate it further now. There's a possibility. Or you could keep looking in depth at this one. Or you could just move to another one. What would you like to do?
She is going to pretty much take notes of pretty much where these passages are to continue research, and she's going to check out at least one or two other methods just in case. But she's pretty much expecting. She's got complete faith that we're going to be clearing our name, and we'll have plenty of time to read through these for better or worse.
Mm-hmm.
So she is going to put a bookmark in these ones and just take a quick look through at least one other set of theories.
Okay. So you make note there. And you start moving through another work, which gives me another intelligence roll. Okay. Little harder going, this one. The cursive this is written in makes it very, very hard to skim read it. Mm-hmm. Do you want to skip it, or do you want to persevere?
She is going to persevere.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
found something interesting in this first one, so.
while
she
it's
really wants to
a
like-
cursive that's hard to read, it is in common tongue. So you're reading through and well of ascension. Locations of power beyond means of standard mages. You flick through and you see pertaining to Arcanist and the blood of dragons. And you start reading. Okay. Cassian,
Yes.
you're moving towards the Tamari temple. And are you just moving? Are you trying to be sneaky? What are you doing?
Well, as I am Rowena right now, I'm a little more confident in my movements.
Okay, so you're just heading there.
Yep.
All right. Does a 26 hit your AC?
Oh, yes.
Right.
Oh shit.
Could you go ahead and make me? Let me just double check the DC. DC 15 con save. Okay. You get hit, and you feels like a crossbow bolt just impacted your flank. And immediately something makes like the muscle in that area feel numb, but you're able to shake off its effect. Let's see.
Would my ward have eaten that hit?
It would eat the damage, but it won't eat the con thing. Which, by the way, the damage. Roll.
Yeah, because you'd still have to do saving throws versus poison if he gets hit, even if it's negating the damage to your body.
It's not a real bubble shield. You're not like forcing it not to hit you.
That's piercing. And this plus. This is the poison.
Holy shit. That's 40 points on your shield.
So, shield. Features. So I get nailed for 17.
Okay. Then we
Beep, beep.
we'll do the follow-ups publicly, so we can tell. 11, I'm pretty sure, misses you.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 definitely misses you. So you hear a on a cobblestone, see a bolt scatter, and you hear another bolt just like impact a piece of wood, 5 feet away.
Fuck. I'm spinning real quick to identify who's firing.
All right, perception check. You do not see anybody.
Son of a bitch. I am moving.
Right, you're bolting down the street.
Yep.
Okay,
And I'm weaving between people.
All right, you'll start taking off down the street, and I'm gonna say are you using people as cover?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm cutting in and out of groups real quick. And I'm actually tucked down.
Okay. In that case, we are going to put a disadvantage on this, but any misses may hit people. Oop. 13.
That misses.
Okay. 22.
That's going to hit.
Okay. We'll resolve the damage first. All right, 7 piercing.
That's
Oh,
going.
and the poison. And do you have to
I
make
need
the
to
save
make
again?
the poison save.
Yep.
Oh, no.
And DC
Oh,
goes up by
it's
2.
By 2. 17 this time.
Okay, you're able to shake it off, but you can feel that building taking hold.
Looks like they didn't bring the horse tranquilizers.
And the final bolt for that. You hear somebody yell out in pain, and they drop.
Murder.
No, they're unconscious, probably.
Mhm.
Maybe. Actually, they probably might
Well,
have just
actually,
had
I-
poison
It's a
like that.
commoner.
So I need to do the piercing damage because the piercing damage might kill a commoner. The poison is non-lethal. Oh dear! Yeah, the piercing killed them.
Yeah.
Isn't
Somebody just
there-
had their throat get shot out. Holy shit.
Is there a rule in this system that if someone's trying not to kill, they don't kill?
Not with ranged weapons.
Okay. Well, sorry, NPC. I tried.
Yeah. This young man that you duck behind. You see a bolt just catch him in the neck.
All right. I'm diving around the corner if I can.
Yep.
Get out of line of sight. What can I do? I'm checking all my abilities. I don't want to throw down with this person. I really don't.
Why do you don't even know where they are?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause how much health do you have left now?
Not much.
Yeah. What are you doing?
How far away am I from either temple that I know of?
The Bahamut Temple, you're quite a distance. Like you'd be running for like a good 20 minutes or so to get back there. The Tamari Temple, have you been there yet?
No.
Then you're not actually sure.
And how far away from the Morgani Temple?
From the Morgani Temple, I think that's even further. You'd have to go in an entirely different direction.
Are there any other temples I can see nearby?
Not from like tucked around the corner in street level. If you wanted to get to the rooftops or to like a square and maybe look out for spires, but hugged by buildings, it's very hard to see even tall stuff vantage wise.
I will say no one knows you're in danger right now. Maybe use your compok. Or actually, who has your compok? Do you still have a compok on you?
Oh, I have a compok on me. So I'm in an alleyway. What does the alleyway look like, real quick?
Alleyway, it's a very generic alleyway. Goes about 20 feet down to another street. There's not much in the way of box such, but there is some like refuse piles. And I'm gonna say there's like one set of doors that seem to face into the alleyway from a building. Looks like it might be from a butcher shop.
I am going to try to go through those doors.
All right, you heading for the doors. We're going to give you a luck check, see if they're actually locked up or not. High or low?
Low.
Very nice. You are able to barge in to the back rooms of a butchery. You see some hanging carcasses. The room is a little chill. Looks like they've got ice cooling in here.
All right. I'm closing the door, and just as I close the door, I'm also casting Major Image to make the door disappear. So basically, there is no door, it's just the wall.
Let's see. So, major image.
Also, with the major image, I'm going to have myself continue down the alleyway and dive around the corner at the end.
Which one would you like to do? You can make a image.
I'm going to make it look like I'm still diving around the corner at the end.
Okay. Yeah, it just really needs range, not line of sight. Okay. All right. You are going to have that carry on. You can't really direct it after it goes out the alleyway because you can't see where it's supposed to go beyond walk maybe that way down the street.
Pretty much.
But if it passes through people or such, that will be what happens. But yeah, you do that, and you're standing there in this room, bleeding profusely, and after a few moments, nothing.
I am sending to Maltori.
Okay.
I've been attacked. I am bleeding. I'm in a butchery.
Fucking hell! They're trying to butcher you. Where? I'll come. I'll be right there. I'll scry. Right. Okay. Maltori is going to try and scry on you.
Gonna
Bless
make
that
some
old wizard.
glue.
The butcher's just standing there behind the counter talking to his friend. Man, I'm so hungry I could eat a... Cassian comes bursting in.
You feel the effect of a scry spell. Are you willing to fail it?
I'm willing to fail it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, a invisible intangible sensor appears within 10 feet. It's trying to look around. You know how these spells work. You know it stays within 10 feet of you.
And I'm going to move up front.
All right. You're going to come out of the back room?
Yep.
Right, there is a butcher behind his counter who's currently just placing some looks like to be cuts of meat up for sale. Is going to go, oh fucking hell! As you come out of his back room looking bloody and assorted. But you hear Maltori go, okay, oh fuck it, and Maltori's going to teleport directly to your location. Let's make sure. Seeing casually, I do need to roll on the mishap table. 100 should be fine. Spell on target. Wow, very clear. Might not have been a target though, but thank God he is. Right, there's a displacement of air as Maltori is going to appear beside you, making the butcher now just scream. In fact, what's your reaction, butcher man? You just go straight D20. He's going to run out into the street.
Oh, phew.
Not few.
That's bad, actually.
He could have approached them with a meat cleaver. Surprising a butcher isn't, like, on the list of people I want to surprise. They're not very high on the list.
I think the bigger worry is there's probably some gold or platinum ranked adventurers on a bounty hunt outside on the street that will suddenly see a screaming peasant.
That is true. But also meat cleavers.
I think that they could have took the meat cleaver. I'm worried about the person with the tranquilizer gun. One more horse tranquilizer, and that might be Cassian going sleep.
Unfortunately, Maltori only has one level 7 spell slot, so...
And he used it to teleport.
Cannot teleport you out of there. I need to check his spell list. You can also try and think of anything you want to do right now, Tobes.
I'm going through all my spells.
Meanwhile, I wonder if I can get the library card today.
Meanwhile, holy shit, bringing this desk in here was a bad idea. It's completely crashed up against the bed. There's barely any room now.
So, can you teach me actually how to read?
Ooh, that might work, but they have to come. I have to see them first.
I don't think I can teach you that.
I'm looking at Maltori. Sorry.
Risky time. And he is going to grab you.
Huh?
And he's going to cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
And this is going to be a luck check. Because he's doing this blind. High or low, group?
High.
Hi.
I always
You
choose
tends
high
to roll
sometimes.
high.
High is the right choice, and by 1 point, because I had set this for a 20 bracket. Jesus
You always roll
Christ.
high.
Okay. You and Maltori are going to appear down in the sewer network.
Oh,
Likely,
God.
likely some distance away.
Well, yeah.
And Maltori is just going to go, oh, thank fuck, it worked. Okay, let's go, boy. And
Cassian's going to stumble a bit.
he's just going to start moving with you. Wading through horrible muck.
And you
Tired.
walk by some adventurers looking for a little girl's brother.
Listen, Sam established it was a sewer city with a thing. I thought, yeah, there would be, and now this is where we are.
Don't you blame me for the sewer system.
I'm playing the level 1 adventure group that's going to have to deal with this shit.
Right, and yeah, I
Listen,
think
no one's gonna take it. It's literally a 2 silver, 2 copper mission.
Level 1 adventurers, they'll take it.
They've been missing 3 days. They're gonna assume they're dead.
yeah, and Maltori's going to start moving with you. What happened? What happened?
Half-orc and caught Talal. I think I managed to convince her that I was just a random box that was very
Where's
into
Talal?
her.
Yeah, he couldn't have teleported to Lowell, so in the butcher... what's the distance of familiar speak?
100 foot.
It's okay, so Lowell is left behind.
Again.
Because there's no two ways about it, and Maltori does not value familiars. So
I will resummon him at some point.
yeah.
Or he'll find his way back.
Oh no.
And once I left her and the bishop, I dived into an alleyway. I major imaged the entire alleyway so it looked like a normal street, and I pulled my ring off and I started moving through the crowds. I was going to Mari Temple just to see, and someone started shooting at me.
Ground level or?
I don't
who
know.
were they?
I couldn't see them, but I think they killed someone behind me.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, you're alive. You're alive and we're out. We're just gonna keep moving, keep focused.
I am very sleepy though.
He stops you briefly and like he actually sort of grabs your shoulder and like makes you turn your torso a bit down. He's like, that's discoloration, likely some poison. You're going to collapse on me because I cannot carry you.
I'm just tired. I'm very tired. But if we keep going, I can focus.
Right. Let's figure out how to get the hell out of here.
I've been more tired. I think we all have.
Just
Days in
focus
the
on staying
library.
awake. He's going to start rattling off sendings.
I wish I had some caramel right now.
Yeah. He's just going to let you talk to him, but it's very clear he's not paying attention as he's doing sendings, right? First up, it's going to be Mavis. You're going to hear Cassian shot, poisoned. I got him out. We're in sewers, heading back. And
there is a failure chance. I'm in an interdimensional space.
oh, that's true. What's the percentile?
D100, I think. Let me look.
I think
I
it's
have to
fine.
look at the sending spell. I think that's fine. I think it's like
It's
10%
20 or
failure,
less.
isn't it?
Yeah, 20
I
less.
think.
Okay, yeah, okay, so I
No,
received
it's a
that.
5% chance. You're fine.
Oh,
thank-
really?
Okay,
Fine.
okay, good. I just knew there was a chance. So I was just like, I'm gonna respond. I can't see. I'm flying blind in Nomi's care. There were adventurers talking about spotting a knoll earlier in the guild hall.
Right. Noah, you're going to receive the same message. Cassian shot, poisoned. Got him out of there in the sewers, heading back.
Mission success. Mission successful. Receive information. Receive files. On my way back. For heaven's sake, Cassian.
All right. Iala, you're reading something very intriguing when you are suddenly disturbed by Cassian shot, poisoned, heading back to the temple, going through the sewers.
Oh, for crying out loud.
And
Coming back.
yeah. I think that's all he said to you.
For crying out loud. Coming back with Melaka. See you soon.
Okay.
She started laughing to herself.
Thank God you said with Melaka. He does not have to spend another spell slot. Messaging Melaka.
Okay.
He will do one to
Something
Arwa
happens.
because he knows Arwa is with Taryc. Okay. Yeah, you will get that. So you packing up and heading on back, Melaka?
Yeah. She's standing up.
You're going to guard Iala.
We
Yeah.
have to get out of here.
Stay behind me, Ayaya, please.
Sure, let's first get out of this room. I really... She looks pained.
Melaka's
looking back
gonna
at the stuff she
hit
was
the
reading.
door. It will be here.
Yes. You're right.
Right, you're knocking on the door to be let out.
Yeah.
Yeah, after a minute, you hear the lock being turned, and this little kobold looks up at the buffet and goes, "Oh, done already."
I deeply apologize, but we have to go.
Oh,
Yes, he just got a message that's very late for
Yeah,
something.
We
Ah,
have to be somewhere.
always unfortunate, isn't
Well-
it?
If you could keep these in somewhat of an idea of what Ayaya, shit, no, she knows the name. Ayaya was working on. That would be excellent.
Yes, just bookmark these. I wish to continue reading them later.
Certainly, I'll
Thank
put
you.
them into nearby storage.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And
on,
she lets
let's
you
go.
go. Right, you guys running out to the street? Or you being sneaky?
No,
What are you doing?
First,
Slowly
when we-
walking through the temple.
First, we're kind of power walking through the temple,
Mhm.
and is the front clear of people?
Yeah.
Then Iala quickly grabs Melaka's chin, looks at her face,
What?
and
Ah.
then uses disguise self to turn into a lizard folk.
Okay.
Just using Melaka as a base.
Right.
She cocks her head side to side, like, oh,
Okay.
okay.
This
Works.
is work.
Yes, come on.
All right.
All right. You both head out onto the street as a folk. You hear somebody nearby go, "Fucking hell!" As you start wandering down.
Melaka will lean back a little bit. Forward, lean, hunch is a good posture.
Got it.
All right.
She takes that advice.
You guys start heading that way. 1 second while I roll a luck check. Okay. Right. You start heading back towards the temple. Let's see. Maltori needs to navigate.
The fuck am I?
Yeah. Okay. Right. It takes you. I'm
I
gonna
feel
say.
so bad for Cassian. This is all my fault.
Right.
This isn't
It's
just about.
it's risky, but
Risky biscuits.
risky biscuit. Everyone's heading back to the Bahamut Temple. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. I think first arriving back is actually going to be the flyers, Noah and Mavis. Which how do you want to get in? Are you just going to like fly? I will say the Bahamut Temple does have like little awnings and openings in its roof for the pseudo dragons.
I didn't.
How-
open
what's-
it at the
yeah,
moment,
what's
but
Nomi's
I
directions?
mental directions for Nami were, loop around real quick, hide with some other pseudo dragons, and then make for the temple and get to our rooms.
Okay.
However he can, but she didn't want him going beeline
Yeah.
straight through the air.
All right. In that case, Nomi is going to reluctantly mingle with some pseudo dragons, which means Noah, you're going to be the first back.
Okay.
How are you going in?
Since Noah's invisible at the moment,
Mhm.
they're going to fly down, get like into a corner out of sight. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. They're going to land, assume their normal shape, and then just walk into the temple to their room.
Okay, let's give me an easy stealth check just to make sure you don't get spotted doing weird shifty nonsense. Perfect. Yeah, you do this smooth as silk. You're able to make your way down to the rooms without being accosted.
Right in.
Okay. Soon after, you're gonna hear some angry meeping as Nomi is fluttering down the hallway, being followed by another pseudo dragon who he is trying to tell to go away. Hissing, but this
Oh no, some sword in the stone bullshit.
yeah, this big female pseudo dragon is following Nomi.
No.
You see Nomi come lopping into the room. This other pseudo dragon flapping in after him, landing nearby, looking at you.
Uh-oh. Someone's popular.
Nomi hisses at you, as is typical Noah. And then Nomi is reaching back and like batting at the ring with his nose that is attached to the saddle.
Luckily, I heard Noah as well through the ring.
Yeah,
so,
you
they're
also
just gonna-
you hear this thumping as well.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say so there's just suddenly going to be Nim appearing on a desk in the room that just suddenly booms. Because hopefully Nami didn't
Oh,
get too
God.
close. Because
So-
there's a reason I held in there
Yeah.
because I need to bring the desk back out.
So that female pseudo dragon's gone. She sees that, hears that noise. No, you see like Ray's tail, a flash of like mental red, and then she has taken off down the hallway.
Oh, you're lost. Nami.
There's that thump on the desk, and also like that horrible sound of wood scraping on stone as it like settles into place.
It echoes.
Yeah, it's horrible here.
All right, we have a lot of evidence, and I am going to start going through the bag and just start pulling out file folders and slapping them on top of the desk. I just grabbed a lot of everything on top of the ones that were pertinent because I didn't want them to know what we were taking, and I couldn't take your camera in there. So I figured they're going to know that we did this, right?
It's unfortunate, but yeah.
Oh,
Because
also I brought out I'll break out the badge maker.
Okay.
Look at what I got.
wait, why did you take that?
I don't know. It's probably worth a lot of money if I sell it on the black market.
You can't
Oh
sell
God,
that.
Nam.
We're trying to clear our name, not get.
Listen, I've got to worry about my retirement someday. I need to think ahead.
This. No, we can't sell this. What if they find? We're going to get in so much trouble.
Yes, but this makes it looks like it was a thief element that did this.
As you guys are talking,
Yes.
there is a sudden thump as Maltori and Cassian are going to appear in the hallway.
Oh, somebody took a rest and got his spell slot back, huh?
No. Dimension door.
Oh, nice.
Maltori had to do an intelligence roll, otherwise it'd go bad again.
Listen, no, I had to steal it so that way it looks like a real thief element went in there
What the
and
fuck?
messed up and stole a bunch of things. So I stole this and I stole a whole bunch of the things.
No,
Papa!
just ignores.
Okay.
Cassian looks over at
Presty.
Cassian looks
smell
at
bad.
Maltori and goes for dissertation on his nose, and then promptly passes out.
Yep, that figures. Right. And Maltori is prestidigitating because he's not a healer.
I'm gonna go.
I hit Maltori with prestidigitation.
It's a minute of you working on it. It's not like tap and you're done.
Yeah.
It takes
You
time.
start
it was a
casting and then collapse.
Yeah, you start casting it and then collapse.
No, is going to run over and cast heal light wounds. Light heal wounds.
It's just cure wounds or
Cure
healing
wounds.
word.
That one, yes.
Cure wounds. Okay.
Alright. You cure wounds, stabilizing and waking up Cassian. Actually, no, I think Cassian, you're going to be
Oh,
out
it's
for a
dead,
little
but it's only a
bit.
cubic feet. But yeah, you see cleaned.
As you're doing that, a little hurried, but Melaka and Iala are going to make their way in.
Goodness, what happened?
She drops the spell as soon as she walks in.
Assassin, bounty hunter, something of the sort.
There were some
Wow.
adventurers at the guild hall looking at our posters, and they said that somebody in their group spotted a bunch of people with magical disguises, and they spotted the knoll, and were going to take a chance on it. So
Who
maybe it's
are-
the same group.
What do they look like? Who are they?
Cassian,
there
Cassian.
was-
Cassian, you feel your face being slapped.
One eye just kind of creaks open and just looks over.
Awa and Taryc are also going to appear.
Cassian goes
Cassian,
5 more minutes
who
and then goes
attacked
straight
you?
back down.
Cassian?
Okay, what happened? This just lost us a lot of gold, or I suppose the bill
My-
has been fed.
My beauty.
Oh,
Look what I got for us to sell.
by the gods. Awa is moving past the, like, on the floor Cassian to go and examine the
badge maker.
incredibly valuable item.
We're not selling that. Going to put it back where we found it, and we're
I
not.
took it.
going-
It's mine.
this isn't.
We could easily get 20,000 gold pieces for this.
There is a more important thing going on.
I'm worried about the 15 to 20 years we get if we're caught.
Also, this is fairly illegal. This is
Yes, this is.
hot beyond hot goods.
Yes, this is very hot.
I'm afraid that we're already going to make a major enemy out of half orcs in here.
And she
Maltori
already
had-
has it out for you, right? Sent you to your deaths adventuring.
I mean, worse still, Maltori, you're going to. I think you'll be interested in this.
Noah's going to walk over and hit the secret button again and pull out those objects.
Oh, Snazzy. Just double checking. Cassian dying.
Yeah. Can we focus on something that's more important than the monetary gain of every person here?
I thought he was stabilized. I thought Noah healed him. Are they not okay?
I don't know. Is the poison still there, or?
Oh,
Noah's going to go back over and cast Lesser Restoration.
At this point, when lesser restoration, Cassian seems to be chewing on something in his dreams.
Right. You cast Lesser Restoration, which is a very good thing, because remember, not everything is written in those text boxes. Right. He's going to be good. He sort of asks you, Noah.
I think so.
And Noah, I should. Can I roll medicine?
Yeah.
I'm going to do guidance.
Yep.
And
20. Okay.
yes.
You examine. Do you want to pull that crossbow bow out as part of that medicine roll?
Yeah, this is just bunk.
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
That's going to wake you up, Cassian.
Yeah.
But yeah, discoloration from poison seems to be gone. You think it's nothing in his system.
Oh, and where's my caramel?
No caramel for you. I'm sorry.
You seem to be all right. And Noah is going to open their eyelids and look into their eyes, check for eye dilation and stuff.
How are you feeling? Any better?
I feel like I have a pain in my ass.
Don't we all?
Okay. Right, he's good. Now, what is this snazzy drawer? I want a secret drawer desk. I suppose we have one now.
Yes, we do.
I found out why Torin fell
Not getting it back.
got Orkinson's help.
Oh,
Noah takes out the objects and puts them on the table.
He was blackmailing her. Apparently, the Lichbane moniker she got isn't, well, exactly accurate.
oh,
It says
There are some letters here. Noah takes out this stack of papers, rifles through them, and takes out Torn Fell's letters and slides them onto the table.
apparently he was threatening to expose her that she let the Lich live for whatever she was named Lichbane for.
holy shit.
And from what I've heard from liches and stuff, I feel like these objects are somehow related to that.
Points at the dagger.
He's gonna pick up the dagger and look it over and just goes, oh, this reads like it was. Hang on a second, and he's gonna start doing some casting, and he's gonna go, oh, well, this reads like it was imbued with great magical power at some point. These lingering traces, unraveled spellwork.
That could also be mementos of previous adventure.
Maybe.
There's also this noble signet.
And it takes out the ring.
I all I could glean from it was it belongs to some sort of nobility, but I
By decree of the regent,
read Elvish.
Morab Half-Orcan is hereby recognized amongst the ranks of nobility for her deeds as Lichbane.
This must
Why does she not wear it?
Because she probably has shame for it, because she does not like people calling her Leechbane.
If
And
she
she
faked
didn't
getting
do
a
it on
lich,
purpose.
she thinks she'd take up she'd still be doing the show.
Yes, but people are conflicted and weird.
And this is why I feel like we're going to be on her bad side very, very badly.
Did she see you? Is this
She
part
did-
of why Cassian was attacked?
No. Or as far as I know,
Listen, you can blame me.
our involvement
What happened?
well, we heard the door rattle and then we bolted.
You got out unseen, and
Yes.
Yes.
this is likely bounty hunters.
Well, the good thing about this is at least you don't have someone named Lichbane after you.
Yeah, we'll
That's
see
right.
if this is good or not.
Oh, Nim is going to start taking out spell folders. These are ours, but Papa, this one is got some sort of magic on it and looks very interesting. And she's going to hold out the Torrent Vel one.
Ooh, oh. His fingers wiggle in the most disconcerting way as he reaches out for it.
I definitely
Crack,
give
crack,
that.
crack, crack.
I feel like you and Cassian would be the safest ones to look it over.
Yes. Oh, Cassian, are you going to be focused enough to do some little spell breaking?
Cassian's looking at the folder, and
Caramel.
I want to cast. I don't have it memorized for the day. Dang it!
I want to cast, and then just puts his
I'm-
hand down from the because he's still on the floor.
Cassian's slowly going to get up and just kind of doing a drunken walkover. Oh, I don't even need to cast Identify Magic. God, guts! What did they do to that thing?
Look, it's the most blunt spell work I've ever seen.
Make
It is-
sure you're careful, because whatever it is, we don't know what it triggers. It might wipe the file.
Oh, it's blunt. Look, it's just you cannot gaze upon the pages without knowing the appropriate keywords.
Okay.
You knows the
And-
proper keywords.
Dispel magic is the proper keyword in this case.
Ah,
And
That's a good one.
Cassian's just rattling off words and just snaps and hitting it with the spell magic.
Ah, yes, abracadabra. Show me the fucking words. All right. Yeah.
just
The
very powerful.
magical warding breaks, and Maltori is promptly going to sit down, open up this file, and ignores you all.
All right. I'm going to put the badge grabber back in my bag of holding, because that's where that's living. And I'm going to pile up the other folders and go, does anybody want to read what was written about us?
Cassian's
There's
already grabbed the
literally-
files.
There's probably literally nothing in mine.
You aren't in here. Well, I did grab yours. I
Oh.
grabbed a couple people in the M's.
I won't lie, I am quite curious.
I'm going to hand Noah their folder.
I'd take a read too since we're
And
here.
Iala theirs.
I wish
Cassian, like I said, Cassian's reading already.
I wish you didn't get shot, Cassian. I was getting into some really good stuff there. But I'm
Well,
glad
maybe
you're
if
okay.
I'm more worried about the person they shot other than me.
Yeah,
I'm kind of worried about that, and also it is. I am sorry that happened to you, Cassian. I should not have put you in such a risky position.
Oh,
That
the
is
more
not-
risky part was
That is my fault.
the worst part was half Arcing catching me.
Not the part where you got shot,
You got
Oh,
caught?
no.
or the other guy died.
Have you been up close to that woman?
Yes, she was very beautiful.
Yes, and she's also made of muscle. lots of muscle, in armor.
I could take her.
You might be able to. I am squishy. I am wizard. You sneeze hard enough, I break.
Well, it's okay. I won't sneeze it on you.
Though I did try to get her in bed, but it didn't work.
You had the
What a
opportunity.
surprise!
Oh, I started hitting on her hard, and she was not amused.
Oh,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
caught Talal is what caught me.
Where is Talal? Does she still have
Nope.
have them?
Talal got left at the butchery.
there was a
It's-
butcher's. They're butchering Talal.
No. When I was running, I dove into an alley, and there was a single
but the-
door, and I
pick
took a chance,
Nami.
and it led into a back room of a butcher shop, and I sent a phantasmal image up ahead of me and around the corner, and after I had closed the door, and I don't think they found me. Though they probably did find Talal after the butcher went out of the building screaming when he
Shouldn't
saw
you
me.
dismiss them?
You can't if you're not in range. You have to resummon
Oh.
them.
Talal will
I-
make
I-
his way back eventually.
I'm going to pick up Nami protectively during this conversation because I'm still with the human ring on, and I'm just giving him little kisses on top of the head and petting like, oh baby, I would never let this happen.
You're all sort of having these conversations. Some of you reading through your files. Most of the files aren't, they're very brief descriptions of you because you guys just weren't around a lot. There's not much of note beyond the fact that you have been assigned by personal order of Morib Lichbane to
Does
the.
it have list of the dates of us being copper to silver?
Yeah, it is the basically day of enlistment, upgrade, ranked up by special order.
Mm-hmm.
You have it. Day you joined.
That's pretty damning.
That's
there.
pretty damning.
Yeah.
The fact that she personally assigned you there. There are notations of not expected to return.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is some evidence to help us. This is
Uh,
good.
And Maltori is just slowly putting down Torin Fell's file, leaning back in his
Wow,
chair.
Wow, they labeled my hair as yellow, where it used to be lime green. Some record keepers.
What is a lime?
Children.
Yes, Papa.
So his name is Garrus.
Last
Yeah,
name
sure.
or first name?
First name.
Garrus.
You never knew his first name?
His... Torin.
Nim.
Wait, that's not his full name?
It's not his name.
Oh.
It's his adventurer choice.
It's,
you know?
it's a
Don't
chosen name. Might be
Garrus, though, huh?
Garrus Dawnsong.
Dawn Song?
That's
I'm sorry.
familiar.
That's
It
a
should
very
be familiar,
pretty name.
as in the Dawn Songs, as in the ruling body of the Meladoria Kingdom of Laril, the son of Queen Melarin Dorsong and the Regent here.
Wow.
We knew he was a bastard child of the regent, right?
Didn't know he was the bastard child of the Regent with a fucking queen of another nation, of his nation. He's not the king there.
Oh.
That's some real bullshit.
Wow.
Oh.
Double.
Double bastard.
How? Huh.
I think you're just a bastard. I don't think it
I
doubles
think
up.
he's just a bastard at that point,
Yeah.
yes.
Yuli,
Yeah.
was I in that? Am I a member of that kingdom?
You were the northern
aren't you?
parts, so likely. Honestly,
That's why I said it sounds familiar.
it's up to you. It is the largest kingdom on Laril.
Hey, he never told you that in your 30 years. That's crazy.
That
His mother's my queen.
His father's our regent.
I thought Half-Orkin was your queen.
Wow.
Listen, we sell the badge maker, get like 20,000, and then we just run to a different continent. There's no L'Oreal.
are we not?
I thought we were
you
going to
put my name?
L'Oreal.
We could go to
But,
Archivald
I mean,
instead. That would be
the big
better.
thing here is, children, is this isn't like things like this are normally like a public secret, you know. Where everyone knows, the nobility whispers of it, but no one actually says it, right?
Yes.
Nothing.
This is
No.
very hushed up.
Very quiet.
What was the queen? What were the feelings on the queen back home?
They're liked. The Dawnsong family are well regarded. The queen's seen as a kind of person than the king is. She's rather liked, not adored or anything, but you know, as far as royalty goes,
She's not Marine Antoinette.
no.
Okay.
And how's the king regarded?
Fair, but a little harsh. It depends who you ask.
Who's on the receiving end of the justice?
It
Or
would be a mere day
perceived.
that we find all this stuff.
This
It's
is-
bullshit day. Does it help us?
It should, yes, because we've got proof that we were effectively sent to our deaths, and now that
No,
we have-
this bit.
That doesn't help any of you.
Oh,
I don't
this.
think.
Well,
Ah,
this is he was blackmailing.
That is an option that can be done, I suppose.
can you bring a thrown away son of royalty to court in such a way?
I don't know. That doesn't seem to be. Is he recognized?
I mean, the one thing it does help us know is that he has strong ties in Loril. We have strong ties here, but he has strong ties in Loril as
Unless
well.
he's not here with support of his mother. It's just the father.
I'm just saying, somebody with this kind of bloodline, you have to wonder.
Man, that's true.
I mean,
But
she's human. She's old now.
Yes.
Who's the regent? Is he half elf?
No, he's full elf.
He's full elf. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Torrent's
Um,
half elf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a proper half elf, which
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
incredible in this age.
Maltori,
Yes.
I hate to say this, but the friend you knew, from looking at this, doesn't seem to exist anymore.
No. This.
He's
I think he had a lot
he's
going on.
literally blackmailing someone, and quite possibly blackmailed her. That's how he did it.
Look,
That's how he
yes,
got. That sending stone probably goes to Tornfell.
there's
You have a
something?
sending stone?
Looking in the drawer,
Oh.
Is there-
sending stone.
Is there something still?
Yeah, there is one sending
Yeah,
stone.
there's one.
Mind if I
That-
try it?
No.
Oh.
Why?
It probably goes to Tornfell, so he can tell her what to do.
No, let's try
Likely,
it.
what
No, that's not. That's a bad. He
We're not
looks
gonna try-
angry and he's sort of like forcing himself to stay seated.
Do you
So,
want me
like-
to fly on a building nearby and try it?
No,
Not
because
yet,
if we
but-
try it and it's him, then he'll know that we've been here and we're here.
Oh,
Um,
I think there's a bunch of adventurers that might have already tipped
No.
people off.
Well-
But if they might keep it to themselves because they want the bounty.
I don't know much about sending stones. Is it a one-way thing? Is it one
No,
sending stone to one
whoever's
sending
on the other
stone?
side would be able to reply, but the fact that we have it pins our location.
Because he knows that sending stone is to her.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes,
essentially
that would be
saved-
bad. Yes. That is not a good idea, Mavis.
So, Tornfell didn't have the posters printed.
No, we knew that. It was the
He-
man.
He ordered her to print the flyers.
I'm just gonna pocket the sending stone.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm not using it. I'm just.
I know, it's just
I
a
wanna.
problem.
I wanna hold on to it and keep track of it in case somebody sends a message to it. That's what I'm
Sure.
thinking.
Yeah.
So,
It
Is
goes
that-
two ways.
this was all planned. This was all pre-planned.
But
Does it say that Half Organ put out those things at order at behest of Tornfeld?
I didn't
If-
say
or-
anything about that.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. The flyers don't say who ordered them.
It does show
They
she's
were
being
printed
blackmailed, and it
by-
shows that we got wrongly promoted and assigned on the same day. So it proves she did do the wrong thing with us, but it doesn't say directly Tornfeld made her do this.
Yes.
Correct. So the buck's gonna land on Half Orcan
We still have
currently.
Kevin, the Lara to consider, but
Yes.
that
If-
Archbridge is a
He's now a
Noble
lot
District.
tougher.
I mean, if we are able to get to the Noble District, at least one thing. Most adventurers aren't nobles. Bounty hunters shouldn't be able to follow us in.
But we've already know that there are ways of getting in. Maybe they have ways as well.
Well, yes, but what are we going to do? Sit here?
It would be a much bigger deal if they say shot a nobleman as we try to dodge crossbow bolts. So
With all
He-
hopes
he
they're
sees
laying
us
low
there,
after
isn't
a accidental murder.
Well, you said you were shot when you were a centaur.
Yes,
Well,
female
we know,
centaur.
Well, we at least know that that guise is no longer an option for you.
Listen, they saw us when we were out earlier, right? So they saw Taryc and
There
Others,
was,
and then-
yes.
alright, but the big thing is they saw us going between temples. Have we said
Correct.
anything to anybody at any of the temples that would give them an idea of things that we are looking for? Did we tell anybody
we did.
about
We learned about the where Tebin is via the Mogani Temple. That's
okay.
what we asked.
That
the
means
priestess
we
there.
have
So
a short
Tevin
amount of
may now be
time-
a target.
Tebin may be someplace they go looking for us.
Which
Or
means
be
we need to
watching
get there
that we might-
first.
Means we do
Yes.
need to get there before that happens.
Now.
So yes, we did do it now.
But the timetable has moved forward.
Yes.
Maybe we cannot wait on this on the bishop's promise of getting someone to get us in. Maybe we have to do it ourselves.
Me and Nami could fly in. I don't know about anybody else.
However, I am a little tapped spell-wise.
You would need to stay here, I think.
Definitely. You just did an emergency run. You did very well.
I think
Thank
we
you.
cannot go to the Mirror's Temple today. That would be bad. I think honestly,
Let's not revisit any routes that we've been using today.
yes, let's not go anywhere we've been.
We also said that we've been going to the Mirror's Temple to Brianna.
Okay, that is even another reason we don't go there. Tomorrow, tomorrow's when,
The funeral.
yes, and then the day after that, she'll come here. Yes.
Yes.
Or we
Yes.
will get her. We have to not get caught before then. So we have to do this tonight because I think they will go around and start asking people what we were up to and what we were interested in. I don't think they will know yet, and they won't know what to look for.
Yes,
They
we
are
should
going
have
to
a
get
bit
their
of
nose
time.
up.
Yes.
So, like I said, I can get into the Noble District on Nami. We can go invisible and fly over. I don't think that the Noble District is going to be able to handle an invisible pseudo dragon, right, Nami?
On it, Nomi bobs his head and meeps. Maltori sort of nods along because, frankly, I don't think they have any capability of keeping us out if we're determined to get in.
Yes.
Let's give the
Noah,
bishop time
can
to
you-
return, see if he can arrange things immediately. If not, we're doing it ourselves.
Yes.
Noah, if you
agree.
rest, could you form again?
Yes, though I won't be able to. I think I'll only be able to get it one more time, but I should be able. If that's enough, I should be able to do it. I'm
Arwa,
not-
we might need to borrow the ring. We'll bring somebody with me on Nami.
Of course.
I don't know. what other ways we get people in other than bags of holding and such. But once we get into the, does everybody have good disguises? We could try to make ourselves look a little bit more blend in once we get there.
I have a dress for just such an occasion.
Because I think these people, they said they could see through the astral projections of us. We should lean into the mirror's teachings. We should disguise properly
It's
on top.
mundane makeup.
That's
Yes.
I've been wanting to do this.
Cassian.
Yeah.
Trickery. Do you know how to puncture your way on a short jaunt, hop dimensionally?
No.
Right. Well, before you go, I think that'll be a very handy emergency measure. He's actually going to pull out his spellbook and motion for you to copy Dimension Door.
I will start copying.
Right, take some time. Prepare yourselves to rest.
Okay, Papa.
Right.
I cannot do my ring thing again, so I will not be able to do that today.
Maybe no more stealing desks then.
All right, but I really want to steal this guy's desk. You know, the Archbishop said that this man has been discredited because they have done things with local temples, and they have stolen things, so they are already kind of not a great person. And but
Didn't
they
they
live
just
in the
steal
noble
business?
district.
Didn't they just
No.
steal business?
No,
Not
they
actual physical things?
they stole things from the church.
It sounded like
Is it-
physical things.
It sounded
Oh,
like
dear.
physical things. So,
I thought they
you
were
know.
just stealing.
It was just business.
Yeah.
Oh,
was
is
it
it just
business?
business?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood it then.
Yeah, this guy's a reputable business. It's just that he's doing it really good, and it's taking out of other people's pockets because of his.
Oh, okay.
really
I
good
misunderstood.
spell work.
I thought he was using some sort of machineries and stuff.
Yeah, he
to
is.
spell work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
He has the Gutenberg press.
he has some sort of machinery and stuff like that. But we need his ledger. Probably. Noah maybe be able to take a picture of it if we can't actually grab the real thing. But
Yeah.
honestly, at this point, emotion at everything. Maybe just bringing the hard evidences is good.
Yes.
If we can grab the book and go, we can find the information later, but it depends on how much time we think we actually have. And with the people coming, I think we grab and go.
At the very least, he sort of like taps some of the files. They will have to listen to us.
Yes. I'm glad we have this at least something to fall back on, but I really want to put the final nail in the coffin, as they say. Just get get a ledger or proof that these posters are ill-made, and then we should be good to go.
Yes. We've got this. I can feel it, children. I can feel the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, don't say that at
don't-
your age.
No, the light will never grab me. But this needs to end.
It does.
All right.
All right.
How
Let's
are we
get
going
some-
to get in?
Let's start with the makeups first. I'll start working on people's disguises while Cassian finishes scribing and everyone else takes some rests.
I unfortunately do not think that it is going to work for me to do a disguise. There are not many Trixies in town.
And there's not much I can do about my stripes, male or female, and I think that's how they're tracking me.
We
Honestly,
can paint you a bit.
I think we just need this as a cursory thing to get into the district past their guards. Well, if this Tebin sees us, well, he's had our faces on his apparatus, right?
Yes, I mean,
And maybe that's good. A little bit of fear.
if they
Okay.
grab us, Papa, while we are out, you
Oh,
promise me, you get that priestess, you get Olenway, you do it.
I will steal
Okay.
her from the funeral immediately.
No. I admire that. But I'm saying, don't come running to save us. Get Olin way. It just means we have to go forward that way. If you come to save us, you are the big prize.
I will follow whatever path makes sense at the time.
Try to make sure it makes sense and not a moment's notice. But I believe you'll make the right choice, whatever it is.
I
You're
am
doing
capable
very well
of
so far.
ignoring my heart and doing what's logical. He says, looking very sad to say that.
Ah,
I know you
Yes.
are Papa. That is why I'm asking you, because I see the fire in your heart and you love everybody here.
I
And
will.
that is why I am telling you this, because I want you to know that I asked you it.
I
and that
will
way it will
do
ease
what it
any
takes to
feelings.
save you, and Olinway is the most logical course.
Hmm.
How much do you want me to engage? Are we going to surrender peacefully, or are we going to just...
I'll be honest, I'm fucking running.
Yes.
You're
if-
running.
Try to
Okay.
escape, but for the love of God, don't kill any guards.
All right.
If you, children, we might be innocent of a lot of things, but if we strike someone
If we
down,
start making...
we will be
yes.
guilty of that, no matter what else we're innocent of.
I will do
It's
the
why-
best I can to intercede any attacks.
Distract, hold off, but ultimately do not kill. And don't maim or injure badly either.
Can I trip?
Yes.
Okay. I can
In
do
fact,
that.
it's encouraged.
Later on, the guards just desperately sending for help. They just keep tripping us.
Ah!
How dare
We
they?
can't stand up.
Stay down!
I call this smell
Alright.
banana peel.
So, Iala, you're going to start doing makeup. Who else is going to do makeup?
I will assist in that.
Well, you are
Really?
going to do it to yourself?
No, well, my tribe, well, I guess it's... We do war paint when we go out on mission, so I thought I could help.
Less flashy.
Less flashy, but I can help. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
After I get finished scribing the spell, which is going to take a couple hours at least, I'm going to start moving through all the other files that Nim grabbed.
Okay.
I want to see if there's any sort of
I'm going to go. If you're going to take that
Continuing
much time, I'm going to go
situation.
find the Archbishop.
Yeah, finding him would be good.
Right.
Yeah.
Cassian, most of these files are just they're of generic adventurers, right? Nothing of real note.
Is Malaka in there?
I think I have Melaka's.
Yeah. Like you guys have all of your own files. Yours literally just
Well,
has you
yeah.
registered like yesterday. Your file
There's
is
like
one page
nothing.
of paper that is your name, that you are copper rank.
There's a note at the bottom that says "Awuga."
Wooga.
They do this like where you're from and so on, that kind of shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very nothing.
I was thinking I honestly should have
Smart.
left Melaka's because that would have made it less obvious, but no, I grabbed.
You grabbed all of the
Yeah,
M's.
You grabbed
Yeah.
M's. That's
Yeah, I
what it
grabbed the
was,
M's.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, you know what? I don't think Melika's been filed yet.
Shit, there's a file still on the desk.
Yeah, Melika's isn't
Because
in
it
there.
happened today. It
No,
happened
no,
today.
we have the desk, so we have both.
No. Like Half-Orcan doesn't sign people.
Oh,
it's,
okay.
what's his face?
You guys had a special thing happen.
Oh yeah.
Melika just registered normally. that
Oh,
file has
so
not
it's-
even gotten into the back offices yet, or that desk.
Melika's
That's
a little
hilarious.
Sad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
not even important.
Within about an hour into Cassian doing the spell down, the Archbishop does actually return from his luncheon. I think he is actually going to come down and find you guys because,
Yeah, something to
Make sure
say.
Cassian's okay.
yeah, because a lot of news has gotten about very suddenly. And
Oh yeah.
you see him come on down, appearing in the doorway, just like eyes
And
not
looking at
wide,
Halfork's desk.
but intense. And yes, it's gonna look at the desk immediately. This is not the subtlety I expected. Is your
We
friend okay first?
He's fine. It's
Still
just
feeling quite sick, but I'm fine.
You heard he was shot?
I heard, yes. Someone,
With poison, too.
yes, someone is dead.
Yes, it's
I know.
unfortunate.
Whoever's hunting you is putting a lot into the possibility of this bounty.
And because of this, we are trying to push the timetable ahead. We want to go get the evidence that Tebin may have as soon as we can, before this spirals any further out of control.
We found letters of blackmail in her desk.
She's blackmailing somebody, or she's being blackmailed.
She's being blackmailed.
By Tornfell.
Garriston song.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the freaking like dragon of my church. He's
Yeah,
been on our side.
true,
I trust
yeah.
this man. Of all the people we
Yeah.
have on our, he's literally helped us do this.
Well, may I see this?
Of course.
He's going to step on over. I think you guys have all the stuff laid out on the desk, right?
Yeah. We have like
Yeah,
probably made a stack of the people that aren't related to us that Cassian's sitting there reading separately.
Wow, this guy. She looks nice.
He's
Puts it
gonna
in a different pile.
he's gonna start looking over it, and
Swipe left.
he's just like moving papers aside, very casually glancing, reading, and then just like his hand withdraws and he ponders and glances towards you and just goes, "You have a lot of possibility here."
We are looking to go to Tebin today.
Is subtlety
Those
still the
nights.
course you pursue?
As soon
Yes.
as we can, And it's-
Attempt, yes.
and as quickly as we can.
Because you have the possibility of righteousness here.
That-
What do you mean by that?
You can bring these publicly, loudly, demand trial, make a spectacle, force fair, apparent judgment.
Iala puts her chin in her hand and starts thinking.
Another confirmation of Torin's involvement, though, would be useful. Tebin's word.
This wouldn't harm Orkinson, would it?
Oh, it
Have
will.
Orkinson?
It will.
She's
More
a
Halforken
kid.
would lose all station.
He did send us to our deaths, but she was forced to do so. But
I know her decently. I don't know if the shame of what she's doing would outweigh the shame she feels about
We
this
could always ask
farce.
for mercy.
Mercy. Yes.
Yes.
Not the greatest of Verdazin traits, but not non-existent.
We are the ones who are wronged.
It
We are
should be
one
your
of the
call.
maids. We could ask for kindness towards her because we believe she didn't
Also-
do it out of malice.
all the
See?
more to get any evidence from Tebin, so that we can strengthen our case for at least in her.
Yep.
Yeah, for her to get a little bit lighter.
A life
also
of
does-
guild leadership, of nobility would end. But that is not the
Well-
worst fate.
I don't know if she even wants the nobility, seeing as she doesn't wear her signet ring.
She doesn't use her title that is fake. She is not greedy for these things, but she does not want the public shame.
Hmm.
I cannot
She
spare
do-
her from that.
Perhaps
not
you can
for
ask for
forgetting
a
our names.
private stepping away.
Yes.
As much as I don't want to hurt anyone more than we have to, she did send us to our death. So
He actually, he a sort of wide grin starts to appear on his face, and it suddenly looks just that little bit more draconic. And he just goes, "You already understand how advantageous and a position you have put yourselves in, because you are now weighing the options to try and bring kindness to someone else."
yeah, that's
That does put we are in a pretty good position now. At least I
So
hope.
the question is, do we push for this Tebin Delara, or do we push forward with demands like the Archbishop says,
Grab
and then
Tebin.
while we are there, and then we ask them to bring
yes.
Tebin to us, ask
Wait,
him to stand trial for what he has said as well.
grab the whole Tebin.
Yes, I think that is a option at this point.
No, we should
can't
not
just...
kidnap.
Do not commit more crimes. He sort of taps the desk with his nail.
The fact that we have
You
his
first
name
did this.
means that we can say that there was a man who printed it. Bring him in and ask when he was asked to do this, and then we compare it to when they sent us,
It was
and
here
that
when
should be enough.
It was here when I found it. Honest, Noah says.
It
No,
saves us going into the lion's den.
Yes, and keep anyone else getting shot in the flank.
There's one thing I'd be concerned about.
What
If
might
we
that be?
call
Killing
for,
Tebin.
yes, if we called for him through official channels without getting information first or securing him, no,
It could get
no,
twisted.
no. That's not going to happen. Foolish to think.
Bishop,
Yes.
is Tebin a practitioner here, or a parishioner here?
No.
Oh, it's Morgani's temple.
Actually,
Brianna said he comes, and he's a good attendant. A good
can we
mage.
ask when we go forward with this to have them immediately take Tebin Delara into protective custody as a witness?
He would be in danger.
I think I want to visit some friends in the noble district.
Oh, do you want some company?
Escorts.
That was not what I was hinting at.
No.
I am simply saying it is good to have somebody there watching.
Okay. Think that?
All right, if you can help us with dealing with Tebin, then we might be able to move forward.
Actually, I will just send a couple of my paladins.
Hire him.
Hire him. Ah,
Bring him here. Hire him. Tell him you have something that needs to be copied, that needs to be secretly done in-house. He is going to be sequestered in the Bahamut temple and kept safe. That is the way to do it. Hire him.
yes, I do have
That
a
is smart.
very holy request of him.
Yes.
Send your paladins for retrieval and say this is...
No, it's of such
Required.
important matter that I must attend personally.
Or that. You could do that. You're the big priest here.
Big priest indeed.
I mean, they are a dragon, so it kind of makes sense.
I know that.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, you didn't just say that? Okay.
Oh, I am glad that my stature is of help.
I think we both stand pretty tall.
In that case, I will bid you farewell for now. I have matters to attend to. Do stay here.
Yes. We will stay safe and secret until it is time to step forward.
As I now know that you are actively being hunted, if it is of agreement with you, could I post guards?
I
think
can.
I would not mind that. We can't watch every corner, and it would be much appreciated for any help we can get.
Then Sir Hollis and
I-
Lancia will be nearby.
So Holas and Lancier. You will have to type those out at some point.
I will,
Remembering it. So Holas and Lancier.
I will be within this room if something is to be directed at us.
You finally get to
Past.
do your job, Melaka.
One of our
Right.
numbers is still outside. Taryc, the null, she is.
No, she's back.
Yeah, Taryc's back.
Paula brought her back.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, Taryk's back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
However, my familiar may come rolling back through at some point.
You're familiar.
Really should just summon them back.
Just
You-
summon them back.
You do know that like people could
There's
just
a
like
ritual
hold.
spell.
People could just like grab your familiar and threaten it, and maybe they try to get it to squeak.
That's already happened once today.
That's
It's
why
a-
you should.
It's a ritual spell, Cassian. Just do it.
Does
Also,
it
how
cost me
careless
anything to
are you? I would
summon the-
never do that to Nomi.
Does it cost anything to summon Talal back?
Let's see. Well, only if Talal is dead.
I'm going to try and pull him back.
Let me double check.
I thought it was a fine familiar spell again because
Yeah,
you can't
no,
dismiss
don't.
him.
No, you can, as a magic action, you can temporarily dismiss a familiar to a pocket dimension. Alternatively, you can dismiss it forever. As a magic action, while it is temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear in an unoccupied space within 30 feet of you.
Oh, nice! They took away the range for how far it had to be to be able
Yep.
to do it. Used to be 30 and 30.
So,
Okay.
I'm going to
That's
summon
good.
him back.
Okay. All right. You dismiss him,
Yes.
and then you're going to make him reappear, and yeah,
Yep.
he reappears. Means he wasn't killed. He has his hackles up. Is like, you know when cats like stand on their tippy toes, arch back. He's
Mhm.
doing that, wings spread out, and then he's like sort of like does the little cat hop side to side, looking at you all.
Hello,
Welcome back.
you poor thing.
Indignity. Filthy hands of filthy curs.
What? Who?
Archbishop, is there any way we could get like a saucer?
The one who
for
grabbed
this
me?
Poor baby.
Filth. Disrespect.
Which one?
Nearly
grabbed
the
you?
tastiest of morsel and drink beneath me. A lady with
Yes.
coaxing voice and tempting treats, and then a man, half elven blooded,
Fancy armor, right?
a human with fancy armor.
Oh wait, I can't understand them. Never mind. All right, I can't.
Human, fancy armor.
Yes, those are the two. There was the half elven
And the
woman
orc,
and the human. in armor.
bespectacled.
Oh, so it was the.
That was the man that
Or-
told us.
I think I'm the only one who can understand Talal.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
Right.
Okay.
that's why I got
Who
excited
else?
and went, "Oh wait, no, I can't do that."
Did you see which one had the crossbow?
Yes, the woman with the kind voice.
All right. I'm going to scratch him on the head. Is the bishop still here?
Yeah, the bishop's still here.
Is there
I'm
any
gonna
way you
turn
could get
to-
some milk or something? I don't know if they have.
I have
some,
already
but-
had enough milk.
Bishop. The one with the crossbow was a member of
lol.
the party with a half elf in heavy armor. An orc
No,
with
a human in
glasses.
heavy armor. The half elf
Human in-
was a mage wearing such fine clothery. I expected him to have better treats.
Okay, so human in armor, half elf mage, orc with glasses, and a woman with a kindly voice with a crossbow.
Do we not have their file here somewhere?
They
On,
have their names.
Look at descriptions.
We don't know their names.
Yes, but there's descriptions here.
okay, let's think about this. We have the M's, we have the N's, we have
Yes.
the C's, we have the N's.
Oh god, I don't have Noah's file because it was filed under H.
Yep, but I think you grabbed N's anyway. But
Yeah.
no H's. We have the I's. Yep.
Talal, did you hear any of them refer to each other by name?
I don't know. The names would be meaningless.
Oh, their names are very important right now.
Maybe you should get like a brush or something. Don't cats like to be brushed?
They do like to be brushed. Tell her that we like to be brushed.
They do. Tressims do love to be brushed.
Okay, I have a brush. You want to
And,
go
and I'm
brush
digging
it?
through my stuff and pulling out my brush.
Perhaps I
Okay.
can recall a name or two if I were to relax.
And I'm going to start brushing.
Right, you stop brushing.
Like
We're
We're
scooping
being
out and
blackmailed by a cat.
It's coming back to me. Oh yes, right there.
Scratch, 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 scratch,
Um,
scratch, 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 scratch.
The large man with the shining plate. I think they called him Baran.
Do we have bees?
You do not have bees.
I not grabbed bees.
Uh,
I've grabbed a
the-
smattering of other things, but yeah.
The man in armor was Baran.
Baran.
And the orc, Tolor.
Orc was Talor.
We should have the T's. I grabbed Taryc's files.
And you grab Taryc's files, yes. All right, let's take a look for the T's. You start browsing through them. I think looking for species, Monica. And yeah, you will actually come across Talor. Talor is a half orc. Talor is a gold class adventurer. Talor has quite
shit.
a few deeds under his belt. Talor is apparently a very adept martial fighter and a relatively adept caster. There is
Almost a wizard.
a mention on his file, a sort of quotation marks around the caster that mentions psionic.
Oh fuck.
What?
Oh,
What
bloody
is
hell.
this? What is psionic? What is
Psionic. Its ability to tap into magic without any apparent magical incantation or such. It's using the mind just in itself, not even, he sort of gestures at you, Iala, casting through form and blood.
It's literally forcing one's will upon the universe.
Maybe I could be a psionic wizard.
Maybe.
That is
Uh,
quite neat.
Does the file have a party name?
Yes. But one sec, I actually have to check my notes for it.
Do they make brushes for pseudo dragons?
I think they have.
Scrubby
I think
brushes,
I've always,
hard
I've-
bristles.
yeah, I've always had
Bristles, yeah.
scrubby scale ones for Dingus in the past that I always scrubbed him with, and just like get all the dirt out from between his scales and stuff to polish him.
The Iala is seeing the cat be brushed and is wondering if she needs to get one for pseudo dragons.
I mean, you have Shirlai, and she
They are
is a
known.
princess.
He is known to be aligned with a party called the Starlight of Dawn.
Wow, their party name's kind of cooler than ours.
I can't even remember ours, to be honest.
Shadow Wizard Money
It was
Gang.
It was Guiding Star, and then it was Shadow Money Gang Wizard.
There's no better name.
I can't believe we still use that one.
Nobody asks us.
The file will continue into notation that he is the half-orcan child of a noblewoman. Not cast out, but it actually seems to somewhat mirror Torin Fell's thing of like, still has ties, just, isn't really, he's not in line for any inheritance or anything like that.
This is quite the big wig.
yeah, this group's going to be bad news.
Well, as long as we don't need to fight them one-on-one, we should be good. We'll see them in the courts.
Hello didn't tell them that we're at the temple, did he?
Oh yes,
Yes, he did.
they asked.
Oh. Did Talal tell them anything else that we were doing?
What else did you tell them, my fuzzy little friend? Scratch, 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 brush, brush,
Oh
brush,
well,
brush, brush.
so they were curious about places you were visiting. I told them I didn't care, so I don't know. They asked where you were staying. I said we're in the large building for the dragon. They asked why we were back in town. I said I think they are trying to find somebody. I don't know whether you want to kill them or not. I wasn't paying attention. And that's about it. They did ask if Eminzar Maltori was with you, and I said I don't know who that is. And they said an old wizard, and I said I think he's old.
Okay, it just got even more dangerous.
Oh.
How?
They were asking about Maltori, and Talal, lovely being he is, told him he really didn't know who Maltori was.
I am a messenger of knowledge.
And then they asked a more specific question: was there an old wizard? And Talal answered, "I think he's old."
Yes, I should have said I know he's old. It's really quite apparent. It's all.
But you said the right thing.
Well, I said the true thing, and they are now educated.
They can understand Tal. I thought only Cassian could.
No, does that one not know that people can speak to animals?
It's a
I
druid,
don't think
too.
so. You know there are spells that let you do that, right?
Do what?
Oh, they
Talk to
spoke
animals?
to animals, didn't they?
Oh.
Oh, Tressims are so smart too. Oh,
This one understands.
why didn't you protect Talal?
Abandoned
Because I
once
was
again.
Delirious. I was delirious after being poisoned.
I really have to keep a better eye on you.
You're the one who got
Somebody really-
caught.
Okay, that means that they know that we're at the
Abandoned. I
Baha-
was abandoned, and I escaped.
They
Oh,
know
no,
that
you're
we're.
the first time you got caught,
No,
and then you got me caught.
no, I escaped.
How? By dragging half orcan back to me?
No, by magically disappearing and reappearing here. Oh,
I
wait,
did
then. Well, that wasn't my fault.
Yeah,
That
you
was
keep
Iala's.
claiming that. And I'm going to scratch him right behind the ears.
He
This
purrs.
is a weird one-sided conversation going on, Cassian. Okay, but they know that we're at the Bahamut Temple. I look over at the Archbishop. We definitely need your people, and we need to sleep in one room tonight, everybody.
The Archbishop nods and just goes, oh, we'll bar anybody coming down into the lower levels for now.
Thank you.
Iala, can you do that that spell that you can do?
I'm going. Yes. Let me start that right now.
Yes, you get that going. I can't take anybody into my sanctum tonight. I used it. Oh God, why did I steal the stupid desk? Don't.
Looks at the desk and regret.
Why did I look at the desk with regret? I should have just grabbed everything in the drawer and ran.
Well, we got a
Someone got
snazzy magic well, it's not magic, but you know, he like pushes the drawer back in, then pops it back out. Neat.
It is pretty neat.
It's like,
Uh,
yeah.
I'm going to read Maltori's file.
You want to read Maltori's file?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me. I don't think he wants that to happen, so we're gonna see. Are you trying to be sneaky about it, or are you being,
Oh, I've been scribing and reading files in between as I'm trying to decide.
If you're doing that,
yes,
The party
You-
piles are set it to the one side,
Yeah.
so they're separate from the big pile. So you have to get.
you
through the party
cannot
pile.
scribe and read other files at the same time.
okay. Well, as I'm talking very much to Talal, I figure I'm already done scribing. So,
You want to try
At
and
some
read from
point-
Maltori's file?
oh, I'm snapping that thing up. I know he's going to try to defend it.
I think he immediately is like, wait, no, that's mine.
Yes. Nope.
No.
Yes.
Invisible hand starts tugging on it.
The fuck are you doing, Cassian? How are you making it do that?
Neither did I.
Pull, pull.
I'm looking over at Mavis. Seriously, a three-way?
I look over at that.
I think we're a team,
Arwa.
actually.
I look over at Arwa. You know what's in on this?
I'm sorry, my girlfriend asked. She's going to say to you, Cassian, completely uncommitted to either side of this, but yes.
One more invisible hand
Are
grab.
you going to try and contest it? It's not a hard tug.
Yeah, it's actually not because it can only do like 10.
Oh yeah,
pounds,
I'm going to
so.
contest this.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check. It's going to be a low DC. You're going to meet. It's 20 pounds actually because the hands are double strength, and there's
I
two
really
of
yeah.
them.
want to see Cassian get beaten by a baby grip.
Oh my god, the two sloth hands and Maltori. Can it happen?
I think they're contested. Like this is just he's got hold of it. You can't tug it out, and yeah, it's gonna light on fire as Maltori is going to incinerate his own file.
Oh no! Wait, I know a douse spell.
You do know.
You know,
that's
well, that's light.
Oh, he's going to try and incinerate it?
yeah. You want to counter spell?
Counterspell.
Okay. All right. This is erupting into a wizard match.
I'm at
Yes,
sea. I'm
yes.
trying to concentrate here.
Cassian, you have no right to go through his file.
You little shit. I saved your life. Give me my file.
Melaka stands up, walks over, and grabs a file from the top and holds it above their heads.
What are you doing?
He doesn't want you to see the file. Okay. You want to read the file. Okay. Maltori, we discussed that we are a team in this. Is there things that you want to tell us?
I don't know what's in the fucking file.
Maybe
you
let
want to
Maltori
read
read
it
the file
first?
first.
Give me the file. If it's not embarrassing,
Fine,
I'll give
and
it
I'm
to
just
you.
going to let go.
All right. He,
I'm just letting go while everyone else is holding on for dear life and pulling. I'm just going to let go.
all right.
Well, Melaka's holding on to it and lifting
I
it
think
up,
it just
so-
goes up. Melaka's.
Yeah.
actually-
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Malcolm's way stronger than everybody. Yeah.
You've
I'll
got
let go.
you've got hands of it, Melaka.
She takes the file and turns to Maltori. I literally can't read.
You want to read my file? I'll let you read my file, Cassian, if you're not curious.
But
Thank you,
before,
Melaka.
before she hands it over, do enlighten the rest of the group if there are things that you may want to give forth.
Excuse me. You think I am assuming there's a dark secret in here that I want kept from you?
I don't know. It's
You
your file.
know
it's,
my darkest days.
Papa,
Why?
Papa,
I really
understand.
want to know the embarrassing things that could be in the file, not the dark
Just-
foreboding secrets.
Just read it and see what you think. That's
Quick
all.
question.
Mhm.
Can comprehend languages help someone who is illiterate?
Oh, that's a really good question, actually.
Oh God,
'Cause
you're
I've got
gonna
a
break Melaka's
crown.
brain.
I've got that crown of comprehend languages. That might
Yeah,
be
you
very helpful
understand
to
the
know
literal
that.
meaning of any language you can hear or see signed. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface of which words are written. It doesn't say anything about having to know the language because I think it's just transmitting the information to you magically.
It's the meaning. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you need to know how to read.
No? Well,
Well,
That's
we
cool.
we got Melaka some training wheels.
what?
Oh wow. So, Papa.
Here, Maltori, read your file.
Thank you. Yes, Mavis.
I know that it's rude.
What training
Cassian.
wheels? Yeah.
That was out of character. Just
I know.
for nature.
For later. Mavis?
I know that was how Cassian was taking that offer. You have a chance to look at it, but you should have us look at it. There are lots of things in your notes and your histories that you don't think of as important. That are. And you might look right past it and we might see it.
And
Fine.
also,
You
they
have-
might
But
bring this up against us.
he has a right to look at it first, though, Cassian.
I know. Which one?
He's sitting in his chair and he's just holding the file and just looking at it and goes, feels like I have so little dignity left these days.
You have more dignity than I've ever had in my life, and I
And
admire you.
And I want to help you lose more. Can I read it after you?
You brats. And he's just going to sort of like toss the file down as if like have at it.
Yay!
No, it's going to grab it first.
Yay!
Them slips a
yeah.
bit. I am sorry, Archbishop. Thank you very much for the help
Just
you are
in the
going to
doorway
provide.
watching this go down.
I mean, he's been in the room with us the whole
Yeah.
time, watching us squabble like children. Nim's got her head in her
He's a
hands. She's still in the
big
human
dragon.
form.
This is probably entertaining.
Well, he's looking at you and he just has a look of like same shit, different day. He's the head of the Adventurers Church, essentially.
True.
He's like, well then, I'll see about my business. I will have guards posted. Stay safe
Yes.
and not so loud. He sort of says with a half-humoured look before he leaves.
Your bells are very loud.
What did you just say?
Your bells are very loud. They are. They do wake you up constantly.
I don't know. I sleep in my ring. It's not really a problem. It's fine.
As he leaves, you'll eventually hear the sound of like armored boots, and actually appearing in the doorway is somebody in very bright armor. The shoulder pads have that sort of platinum wing decoration on them. There is the crest of a dragon emblazoned on their breastplate. Their helm is dragon moored. This is like incredibly gaudy dragon knight armor. But it is a man with like this pencil thin curled mustache, a little goatee, bright like red eyes, center of them, not the whole thing.
Okay.
But there is a faint glow to him and ever so slightly ashen skin. And he just goes, the bishop has told us to keep watch over you. Me and my fellow will be down the hall. If you have any need or you think anything is amiss, yell and I'll be here.
Thank you so much, dear sir.
Much
And
appreciated.
he puts fist to his chest, nods his head, and then turns and walks down the hallway.
Well, he was something to look at. That, I never
Alright.
really see eyes glow like that out of a dragonborn. Aside from a dragonborn, I mean.
Speaking of our defenses here, if I was coming to kill you in this Bahamut temple, I would try to strike when the bells were ringing.
Yes, loud, cover any other noise. I'd go for the ceiling if I were a caster.
Yes, coming through the top. They're going to do things. When we pick a room, I'm going to put the House of Cards in front of the door.
House of Cards, and we make a little hideaway.
Yes. I can make a magical force wall if we are being assailed. Might be able to block some of them off from coming at us. That'll be the first thing I do if they swing at us. I'll try to block some people in.
It's a good idea.
Melaka,
Fuck.
I will... What?
I can't do my mansion. I teleported.
That is a shame. I
Yes,
can't bring you into
Mavis.
my sanctum either because I used it to steal a desk.
Yes, the desk was very crucial.
Yes,
Um,
I realized it was a very dumb idea.
If if the rest of you want to reside in some sort of safety or means of defense, that is fine. I can wait outside. I can be the alert to the Paladin Knights if something were amiss.
Do you think Godwin would agree to
Because-
come here if we promise to return her tomorrow?
You could message her and ask.
I don't really.
Also, Papa, I have a question for you, and this is I am still learning wizard, and I know I am very far behind. But if I cast teleport circle to some place there is a circle, yeah,
Yes.
the opening happens on both sides, right?
Yes.
So I don't have to go through. Somebody could come through to the other side if they know the circle is happening.
Yes.
So, my question is, could we send somebody to Morden and then use a compact to signal to bring them back?
Maybe. I don't. He's actually putting out his own spell book because the DM has to double check the spell itself.
Oh, this is why the player is asking, because
Yeah.
she's not sure if this works just like this. So,
Room is open to the end of your turn. Any creature that enters the portal instantly appears within 5 feet of the destination circle in the nearest unoccupied space.
Circle, destination
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah, but that's not saying a portal appears on the other side. It means they
Oh.
appear.
yeah, that's why I don't know.
He's going to shake his head and goes, "No, the magical energies direct one way, I'm afraid."
Okay, so they can't come through the other way, so we can't simply do that. Because I was wondering if we could open the portal, send a couple of us through, go talk, or even have me and Nomi hide here for the night. We could hide really good and teleport circle everybody back into the temple tomorrow, you know?
Yes, unfortunately, I think it works an awful lot like the wormholes in Stargate SG-1. You get disintegrated if you try to go back the other way.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
what?
terrible. Okay, well, it is good to know that doesn't work that way. I don't know the Wizard League ways that good. Because I think, honestly, Papa, you should go to Morden.
Maybe.
Do you
Maybe.
think it's
At the very
that-
least, but
Do you think it is that simple for them to assault a Church of Bahamut?
No,
know.
I don't think they'll do it. But precaution.
I'm just thinking that if Olenway needs a ride here, regardless, Papa should be the one off the field. They are more likely to go for a kill on a necromancer of high caliber than
And I want it dead or alive.
Yes.
Yes.
And Morden would be a safer place for him.
Would be.
But it would put us more at risk. But we are hunkering down for a few days. We only need to get through till tomorrow, right? She might be available at the end of tomorrow, after the funeral. It might not have to wait the whole nother day. Maybe, I don't know. But then you'd have to come through the teleport circle. So I don't know what to say for.
Unless if you have a night's rest, can't you just teleport to us if you take an object of ours?
Yes. Yes, actually.
Then,
She starts going through her stuff.
as in take some things like this.
Oh, I already have bits of all of your hair.
I don't
That is-
have hair.
Insanely creepy.
That's-
but,
It's
I have
also
a
not
bald
true.
Spot.
I'm joking. What
I
have you
don't
got?
have a bald spot. I have some hallway bread.
I don't think I associate hallway bread with you so heavily, but maybe in time.
What do we have here? We've got. I'm looking through this. What is in my bag? She is going to give.
I'm pulling out a little pouch and I'm handing it to Maltori.
Eh,
It's a bag of hard candies.
This might take me to whoever you bought this from.
Iala,
What's this
Well, I've
for?
been sitting on it for a while.
Iala pulls out her pulls out the rose blade corsage.
This is the artifact they got from the Failord in Morden. Does this help?
Let's see.
Would something be closer, like my fluffy blanket of comfort? That might be a little big, though.
This would
Then
be
take
this would be
off.
more associated with their place. Honestly, I need something from here rather than one of you.
Oh,
She passed the desk.
Oh God, would the floorboard work? Oh, the floorboard would work.
Because it's baked in
Wait,
here.
wait,
probably.
wait, he's just gonna go over and grab the plate from where the floorboard keeps being left. Got it. I might be in the kitchens, but
I can use my spell slot to open the teleport circle for you, Papa, so you can conserve what you have left.
okay. That's
Do you want to do this? I am only putting the idea out there. I wasn't saying you have to do it. I'm just putting ideas out. If anybody has a better idea or thinks this is dumb, we should say something.
I think we would be pretty safe here, even if they have to come into here with time at Sanctum, they would have to get here physically, and that would mean they have to break through many walls of a sacred church of adventurers,
And
guarded by
through
several
me.
paladins.
And me.
I think
And
we are
Melaka.
safe here, but the question is, do we need all in way now? Or can we afford to wait? This whole Tebin thing's thrown me for a loop.
Well, if the bishop has time, they can get that man and get him to safety. And like I said, if they hire him, it won't look bad. And then he could be inside the temple working on some holy
And look at-
artifact book or something.
Let's wait until we see whether we have Tebin or not.
Yes, I think
Yes.
that is the biggest the snag is the safety of this Tebin. Because if he is safe, then we have all the time we need.
Okay, then let's call our heels. We stay, we sit.
We stay together. Let's get everybody. Malaka, Taryc, can you move beds into one of the rooms?
Yes.
And they Taryc will nod, and you guys can
And
start.
let's try to make like a bit of a fortification on one side so we can take cover.
Pillow fort. I hear it's very strong.
No, I want tables flipped over. I want something a little bit more solid between me and a crossbow bolt.
Oh.
You guys can start to fortify. As you're moving out into the hallway, you see there are two supposed paladins. One, this sort of ashen-skinned man that's spoke to you. The other looks like he's a halfling, just in a bit lighter armor. Looks like it's chainmail. He's got a rapier at his side, but they both nod to you respectfully as you start moving things. They don't seem to take any umbrage with the odd behavior.
Since it's kind of early and this is plant matter, Nim is going to start casting creation down the hallway after we're done going down it, and I'm going to make flour, and I'm going to put flour all across the floor, and I'm going to tell the guards that I'm doing it in case there is an invisible person trying to get past. This might help them see.
Amazing. Okay.
So it's dumb, but I'm doing it. So I'm gonna make a bunch of flour down the hallway. It'll go away on its own naturally from magic. So it'll last for 24 hours, and I'm just gonna try and set up something.
Yeah. Okay. You guys start to fortify, getting ready to hold in place until the Archbishop returns, and we'll cover that next week, as we're going to call that the end of today's session.
Yay.
All right.
Wow.
We have created a bunker inside the Church of Bahamut.
Everybody take a cool 2,000 experience points, take a point of piety, and we will do this same time next week.
Ooh.
Woo! All right, stream off.
Cassian,